A service of KIBMradio.com, the Internet's home for an all old-time radio.
Roma Wines present Suspense. Roma Wines, made in California for enjoyment throughout the world.
Salud.
Your health, senor.
Roma Wines toast the world. The wine for your table is Roma Wine, made in California for enjoyment throughout the world.
This is the Man in Black, here for the Roma Wine Company of Fresno, California, to introduce this weekly half hour of Suspense. Tonight from Hollywood, Roma Wines bring you Miss Fay Bainter, Mr. Ralph Morgan, and Mr. Dane Clark in a suspense play dealing with a mother and a son and a lodger who kept an appointment with death. And so, with Life Ends at Midnight, and with the performances of Fay Bainter as Mrs. Bates, of Dane Clark as her son Walter, and of Ralph Morgan as Mr. Chalmers, we again hope to keep you in suspense.
That's right, Mom. It's your little sonny boy, Walter. You still remember my whistle, eh?
Oh, yes, But what I didn't know.
Never know when I'll turn up, eh, Mom? What's the matter? We have to stand here in the hall?
Oh, no. Come in. It's just... Come in, Walter.
Well, it's the same old crummy joint.
I do my best to keep it clean, Walter.
Yeah, I know. Regular old Mother Hubbard. You'll have to clean up the whole south side before you get the magoo out of this flea bag. Oh. Boy, am I tired. Up all night in a stinking day coach full of snoring jerks and squalling babies. Babies are the worst. All they do is bawl and slobber.
You left Pittsburgh last night?
1 a.m, didn't sleep a wink. Yeah, look at my collar.
But tomorrow is Monday. You have to be at work in the morning.
Sure, What's the matter? You worried?
Oh, no, I just...
Don't just. Can't a guy come home and see his mother once in 6 months? That's a mother for you. You break your back, you sit up all night to see your mother for 1 day, and she tells you you have to be at work in the morning. How do you like that?
Walter, I'm sorry. I didn't miss you so. I just worried about...
Yeah, I know. Well, don't worry so much. It makes me nervous.
Here, sit at the table, dear. You must be starved.
Oh. All right. Now it's like coming home.
Oh, my baby. I'm so glad to see you. You did come just to see me, didn't you?
Who else? Hattie Lamar?
Well, of course you came to see me. It's just that I always worry so about you,
Forget it. Well, what's to eat?
I was just making a chop for my lunch. That's all there seems to be in the house right now.
That'll be enough for me.
It'll be ready in a minute. Now tell me about yourself, your job.
Never mind about me. How are you doing?
Well, I try not to complain, Walter. Things are not easy. Prices high, rents going up all the time, even on this old house. Honest, I don't know what I'm going to do if things don't...
You had some bonds Papa left you. You had about $2,000 bonds he left you. You still got
them? I'm trying to tell you, Walter, things haven't been easy. And...
Always the poor mouth. Every time I see her, she's putting on a poor mouth.
I'm just saying things aren't easy.
And for me, do you think it's a picnic? I got enough trouble, and for what? For what? All year I worked like crazy. For what?
A man must work, Walter.
A man must work, Walter.
Yes, that's true. A man must work and live like a person. And not be afraid so that he can sleep without worrying about...
About what?
About a bell ringing at night, or a knock on the door in the morning, or someone touching you on the arm. Yes, it's a nice feeling and a free feeling to be able to walk down the street in the sun with your eyes meeting another man's without wondering if he...
Shut up! I ain't in trouble against her. Stop mouthing at me. You're always mouthing at me.
You haven't... You know what the judge said the last time, Walter? He was nice. Now he gave you another chance. He saw you were really a good boy, and he gave you another chance. He got you a nice job, and you promised to... You must... Oh, you're all right, Walter. You didn't...
Meatball. A herring on a plate all your life. You're a tomcat in the garbage. You find a fish head and you say, thank you, mister. You chew a fish good and you smile pretty. Well, not for me. You take a chance and you throw away the fish heads. You get one break and you're out of the garbage can for life. You throw with time clocks and shiny pants. You're in a higher bracket and nobody gets you. Yeah, you're a mister with a future. You hold your nose when you walk in the day coach of your compartment. You leave the stinks behind in a port of dusty air in front of you, and that's for me. One break. One break and you're as hot as a rocket shooting diamonds for sparks. You're a P38 in a world full of flivvers. A buck gets you two gets you four.
Walter!
Good for one blonde to kick her and a kisser.
Walter!
It's all right. I took another chance. I try to run it up. No dice. I gotta make it good. Tomorrow morning I gotta make it good. The books of the author will show it, and I gotta make it good.
How much?
$1,500.
$1,500?
By midnight tonight, $1,500. If I miss that 12:20 for Pittsburgh, it's all up. I might as well take gas.
$1,500. By midnight tonight. Where am I going to get it, Walter?
The bonds. You got the bonds popping
The bonds. How do you think I got you out of the last trouble? Bribes, bail, paying back every dime. Where do you think I got it?
I'll get 10 years. You heard the judge last time.
What can I do? What?
10 years and start. 10 years. There won't be no reform school this time.
Walter,
look,
Walter.
Please, Ma, please, get me the money. Get it for me. I'll be good. I'll work hard. I won't give you no more trouble, but help me now. Please, Mama, please.
Where can I get it, Walter? I've nothing left. Nothing.
I don't care where you get it. It's your fault, and you gotta help me. I only wanted to help you,
Yes.
and now I'm in it.
Yes. It is my fault. I've always protected you, but I can't protect you anymore. I'll give you the few dollars I have. Go away. It'll be enough to help you run away. That's all I can do.
You're holding out on me. You're worrying about your old age. You're making yourself a cushy little self.
I'm sorry. I hope I'm not intruding.
Who's this?
Oh, Mr. Chalmers. This is Mr. Chalmers, Walter. He has the back bedroom. This is my son, Walter, Mr. Chalmers.
How do you do, Mr. Bates? I feel that I know you very well. Your mother and I sit here in the kitchen sometimes over a cup of tea, and she talks about you for hours and hours. Yes, I can see why Mother is so proud of you. How do you do, Mr. Bates? Yes, you're a fine-looking young man. Mrs. Bates, if you'll excuse me, I'm just going to the corner for my paper. I think that little man with the tiny mustache, you know who I mean, the insurance agent, I think he might call again to collect. Please tell him to go away. You will do that for me, Mrs. Bates.
Yes, Mr. Chalmers.
Thank you, Mrs. Bates. Tell him not to come back any more. I don't want to pay any more on the policy. You remember I told you my nephew was very sick in Spokane?
Yes, Mr. Chalmers.
Well, the poor young man passed away, yes. I was going to leave him a few dollars when I died. But now, well, I have no one left at all. And, well, $1 a week. You tell that to the little man with the tiny mustache?
Yes, Mr. Chalmers.
Thank you, Mrs. Bates. Good day, Mr. Bates.
Walter, I have $40 in the house for the rent. You can take that. Drop me a card when you get settled someplace. Let me know where you are. I'll send you some more as soon as I can get it. Maybe later I'll be able to straighten it out. Maybe later I'll be able to speak to your boss. I'll promise to pay back every dime, but you must go away. You must.
Tell me something about Mr. Chalmers. He interests me very strangely.
Walter.
Don't be so nervous, Ma. We got plenty of time. We got till midnight.
Tonight for Suspense, Roma Wines bring you as stars Fay Bainter, Ralph Morgan, and Dane Clark. You have heard them in the prologue to our suspense play this evening, Robert Tallman's story, Life Ends at Midnight. Before we return to the scene of our play, let us journey in fancy to Havana and sit at a table in the gay Restaurant Paris.
At the next table, we see perhaps a farewell party given for an American visitor. The American is wondering how he'll be able to repay in his own country the hospitality shown him in Cuba. Reassuringly, his Cuban host might remark, "Es muy fácil, amigo. Just be sure to serve wonderful Roma wine. It is wine imported by us from your own country. Roma wine." Indeed, Americans can well be proud that judges of fine wines in so many lands now acclaim the wines of California among the world's most enjoyable of all time. Of these truly superb wines, Roma wines are especially honored by the number of countries now importing them for enjoyment as rare luxuries. But Roma wines are not lacking in honors bestowed them here in America, because Roma wines are America's largest selling wines. If you aren't already one of the millions enjoying Roma wines regularly, as a delicious beverage any time, to add sparkle to any meal, to smarten your entertaining, make your own taste test to choose your favorite, choosing from Roma wine's many different wine types. When you learn their modest cost here in America, with no import duty to pay, no expensive shipping charges to absorb, you'll know why we say Roma wines are for your daily enjoyment. I'll spell out the name for you. R-O-M-A, Roma wines, made in California for enjoyment throughout the world.
And now it is with pleasure that we bring back to our soundstage Fay Beta, Ralph Morgan, and Dane Clark in Life Ends at Midnight, a tale well calculated to keep you in suspense.
Yes, I do think I'll have another cup if you don't mind, Mrs. Bates.
Now, Mr. Chalmers, suppose you look at it this way. You've been paying $1 a week for how many years now?
I'd say 20 years would be a conservative estimate.
All right, 20 years. Now, let's see, that's $50 a year. Say that's $1,000 you paid in, no?
Yes, $1,000. This coffee cake, Mrs. Bates, is excellent.
You like it? I made it yesterday when
Forget the coffee cake. Now, let's figure percentage. How many more years do you figure to live?
Walter.
Oh, that's all right, Mrs. Bates. After all, I'm an old man, and at my age, one rather, comes to terms with death. It's like the end of a long, busy day. Life ends at midnight, and a new day begins. Yes, Walter, I think you're on the verge of making a very profound observation.
You see?
My policy is for $2,500. And in the days that are left to me, I certainly will not be required to pay in as much as I have already paid out.
That's the exact point. And if you drop it now, will you get anything back? No. You got a straight life with no cash in value. If you drop the policy now, the insurance company is the winner. But say you live another couple of years. You pay a couple of hundred more. And you leave the $2,500 to somebody. Now, which is a smart thing, I leave it to you.
Yes, I should like to think that when I'm gone, I've left something behind for someone. Mr. Chalmers? Oh, yes, I'll always remember him for this. It's nice to live on in somebody's memory for a little while after we're dead. But A, I have no one in this world. And B, I must be very, very frank and tell you that I can no longer afford to pay even the $1 a week. You see, I live on a...
That's a problem of the most minor importance. For anybody who invests in you now, $1 a week would be gilt-edged. I mean, for instance, take my mother here. Now, suppose you made her the beneficiary. Now, suppose she continued to pay the $1 a week. Who can lose on such a deal? Who can lose? Nobody. You get the point?
Oh, no, I couldn't. Why, it's...
Why not? It's simple, huh?
No, Mr. Chalmers, no, you mustn't.
Let Mr. Chalmers decide. Huh, Mr. Chalmers? It makes good sense, no? Makes everybody happy, no?
But we're practically strangers. We just...
What do you mean, strangers? Who's a stranger in this world? We're just little people trying to make each other happy. Huh, Mr. Chalmers? Now, Mr. Chalmers here can die feeling he didn't waste $1 a week for 20 years, and you'll know he'll live in your memory. That's what he wants. Now, why shouldn't he have it? Ain't every man entitled to at least live in somebody's memory?
Yes, but Mr. Chalmers doesn't have to do that. I'll think about him anyway. I promise I will. He don't have...
Let him say something. You're always mounting. Now, what do you say, Mr. Chalmers?
Oh, that must be the little man with the tiny mustache. I'll tell him I'm keeping the policy and changing the beneficiary. Oh, Could you let me have the loan of $1, Mr. Bates?
Up, will you? The old man's coming home in a minute or two. He takes his nap about this time. I want this ready for him.
Oh, relax, Sonny, relax. I can't finish this job today.
What are you giving me?
It'll take a joint and another length of pipe.
Oh, fix it up. You're a good plumber. You can fix it up for now.
Man, the room's pretty small. Oh. Why do you want the heater so close to the bed for?
Like I told you, he's got rheumatism. He needs plenty of heat.
Well, I can run a rubber extension, but with gas, I don't like it.
Okay, so with gas, you don't like it, but with gas, we gotta run his heater. The old man's got rheumatics. He can take plenty of gas.
Huh?
The heat, I mean. He needs plenty. What are you doing now?
Tightening this joint.
Look, it's tight enough. Here's your $3 and...
Okay, you're the boss.
Bring your tools the next time.
I won't be any next time, Sonny.
What are you giving me now?
You can get somebody else to do your dirty work after this. So long, Skippy.
Skippy? Well, come on, Skippy. Pull yourself together. We got work to do. Hiya, Pop.
Well, this is a pleasant surprise.
Yeah, this used to be my room. The steam don't come up here so good, so I talked the old lady into fixing this up for you.
Well, that was very thoughtful of you, Walter.
Thanks. I stuffed up the cracks in the window, too. Zero weather. It gets plenty of drafty in this room.
You thought of everything, didn't you, Walter?
Huh? Yeah. It ought to work out just fine.
It'll do the job, I think. I'm going to take a little nap before dinner. Do you think the heater...
just leave it on. I'll look in after a bit to see if it's okay.
Well, now, you needn't go to all that trouble.
No, it's no trouble at all, Mr. Chalmers. When I do a thing, I like to do it right.
Who's there? Is that you, Walter?
Yeah, go on back to sleep, Pop. I'm just turning the heater off. It's getting stuffy in here.
Oh, you're a good, considerate boy, Walter.
Oh, I skip it. Go on back to sleep.
Don't walk so fast, Walter. My feet are hurting me again.
You can buy new shoes tomorrow.
I'd like to know what with.
Maybe you'll have dough tomorrow. Maybe we'll both have some dough.
If a miracle happened.
Maybe miracles do happen. Maybe if you're smart.
Where are you taking me to, Walter?
Nowhere in particular. I thought we'd stroll around the old neighborhood. Like old times.
Why, that's a nice idea, Walter. But my feet...
Hello, Mrs. Bates.
Good evening, Officer Flanagan. This is my son, Walter. He's just here from Pittsburgh.
Glad to know you.
How's business, Copper?
Oh, much the same. Vagrancy, petty larceny, once in a while, suicide.
Suicide?
Yeah, that's what they start out to do, but it's harder to get bumped off than most people think.
Huh?
Case just last week over in the next precinct. Dame turned on the gas in her room and lay down on the bed.
What happened?
Nothing. They always bungle somewhere. Amateurs. Gas petered out. She forgot to put a quarter in the meter. 7 o'clock. I got to call in. Well, good night, Mr. Bates.
Good night, officer.
Nice to meet you, Walter.
Ma,
Yes, Walter.
when did you put a quarter in the meter at home?
Why, I don't remember. Goodness, I'd better get some change.
Never mind the change. Come on.
Walter, why did you ask about the gas meter?
What do you think?
Walter, you didn't... That isn't why you put the heater in, Mr.
What
Chalmers.
do you think?
I don't think anything. I just pray that quarter ran out
Save your
before...
prayers. Because if that didn't work, I'll try another way. Either that old cluck is dead before midnight or I spend 10 years in stir. He's going to be dead before midnight, see? And if you try to make any trouble, you'll be pushing daisies right along with him. sniveling. We're going in there now. Now, look, if it took, scream your head off, or I'll give you a reason to scream.
Gas. I can smell it.
Ah, come on.
Oh, well, good evening, Walter. Mrs. Bates. I was just on my way out.
Oh, Mr. Chalmers, you're all right. You're all right.
Of course he's all right. What's eating you?
I have a slight headache, it's true. But a brisk walk in the open air will cure that, I'm sure.
Hey, will you look at this?
What is it, Walter?
Well, this hose on a heater. It's got unhitched. No wonder you got a headache.
I thought I smelled gas.
Boy, it's lucky for you Mom forgot to put a quarter in the meter.
Providence works in strange ways, doesn't it, Walter? Well, I must be getting on. I'll be coming home rather late, Mrs. Bates, so I'll just let myself in.
How late?
Well, I thought I'd stop at the neighborhood picture house for dinner. That'll be around 9 o'clock. So I imagine I won't be home much before 11.
Mr. Chalmers, there's something I wanted to...
Yes, Mrs. Bates.
Walter's a good boy at heart, you know, but he's been in some trouble lately, and...
Is there anything I can do to help, Walter?
Yeah, plenty. I'll tell you all about it when you get back. Come on, you better run along now, Mr. Chalmers. You don't want to be late for that picture.
Yes, of course. Well, good night, Mrs. Bates.
Mr. Chalmers,
Good night, Mr. Chalmers.
Yes, good night.
Oh, Walter, Walter! Walter, no! No, my book, no!
You were going to tell him words.
Walter!
You'd like to send me to the chair, wouldn't you?
You struck me, Walter. You struck your own mother.
I ought to have messed up your sad monkey face for good.
Oh,
It's your fault I pulled this up in the first place. Why didn't you remember to put a quarter on that meter? Why didn't you?
I'm glad I forgot. He wouldn't be alive.
I shouldn't have messed around with gas, trying to spare your feelings, making you look like an accident.
Oh, no.
The thanks I get for it. She wants to blab the whole thing. Turn me in, my own mother.
No, Walter, no, that's not true.
Why, you...
Don't strike me again, Walter. I can't stand it.
Okay. Maybe now you'll cooperate. Now, look, let's put it this way. It's either you or him. If it's you, I don't care whether they get me or not. Are you listening?
Oh, yes, Walter.
Okay, now, like I said, I got very little time to get this thing done. I ought to have done it neat and clean in the first place, like I said. He's old and weak. You just push him over on a bed, hold a pillow over his face for a few minutes, and the job's done. Nobody will ask any questions, a guy that old.
Walter, for the last time, I'm begging.
Okay, make sure it's for the last time. And remember, it's you or him, like I said.
What are you going to do?
Now, look. I'll be waiting in his room when he comes home. I'm shot anyway, so I'll lay down and get 40 winks. You wait up for him. Tell him I've left to catch a train. That's in case he suspects anything. When he comes to his room, I'll take care of the rest of it.
How do you know I won't warn him?
Because it's him or you, like I told you. I don't think you'll warn Mr. Chalmers. And don't try to stall him when he comes in. He's got to be dead by midnight. Or else.
Mr. Chalmers.
Evening, Joe. I'll have the late edition of the Daily News as usual.
Oh, I saved one out for you, Mr. Chalmers.
Thank you. Good night, Joe.
Good night.
Oh, by the way, Joe, I almost forgot. Can you give me the change of $1?
Oh, sure, Mr. Chalmers. Yes, here you are. 50, 75, 85, 90, and $1.
Well, thank you. I just happened to think of something I need change for. A little good deed for a friend of mine.
Oh, Mr. Chalmers.
Well, I didn't think you'd be up so late, Mrs. Bates.
I waited up especially. I wanted to talk to you about Walter.
Mrs. Bates, your eye, it's all discolored.
Yes, the light burned out in the bathroom, and when I went to replace it in the dark, that is, I bumped into the door.
Now, I would have thought Walter would have done that for you.
Oh, no, Walter didn't. I mean, Walter's left already. He had to catch the 12:20 for Pittsburgh, you know.
But it's only 11 now. The clock...
Perhaps he had some things to do on the way, I mean.
Of course. Well, I'm afraid I must be getting on to bed.
No, not just yet. I mean, Won't you sit down for a minute and have a cup of tea with me?
Well, I'd like to, but tea keeps me awake, Mrs. Bates. I'll be getting along to my room now, if you don't mind.
No, don't go into that room, Mr. Chalmers.
Why, Mrs. Bates, whatever's the trouble?
My son, Walter, there's something I must tell you.
Forgive me, Mrs. Bates, but I'm an old man, and I need my rest. If it could possibly wait until morning...
No. It can't wait until morning. It's got to be told before midnight.
What was that? Sounds like someone moving about in the back of the house.
One of the shutters. It's loose. The wind.
Oh, you were saying, Mrs. Bates?
Nothing. I can't tell you after all. I'm afraid. I'm afraid to tell it. Afraid.
There, Mrs. Bates. Perhaps in the morning. Try to get some rest.
You're going in there now?
I think that will be the best thing to do all the way around. Don't you, Mrs. Bates? Good night.
No, wait.
Mrs. Bates, What is it, Mrs. Bates?
That smell. Gas. Walter!
Why don't you lie down for a few minutes, Mrs. Bates? I'll call you when the ambulance arrives.
Listen. It's striking 12. Dead before midnight. That's what he said. Dead before midnight.
Poor lad. Fell asleep. If only I hadn't remembered to go back for that change.
You did it. You put the quarter in the meter. That's what turned on the gas that killed him.
Well, you mentioned the gas having gone off and forgetting to put a quarter in the meter. So on the way to the picture house, I just went around to the back entry and dropped the coin. I suppose I should have remembered about the connection being loose on the heater in my room. But I wanted to surprise you with my good deed. I didn't mean to do anything wrong, Mrs. Bates. Truly, I didn't.
No. You didn't do anything wrong, Mr. Chalmers. You didn't do anything wrong.
And so closes Life Ends at Midnight, starring Fay Bainter, Ralph Morgan, and Dane Clark. Tonight's tale of suspense.
Miss Bainter appeared by courtesy of Metro-Goldwyn-Mayer, producers of Madame Curie. Dane Clark is currently being seen in the Warner Brothers production Destination Tokyo. Before Ralph Morgan returns to our microphone, let me give you a suggestion. A suggestion you will find can add to the success of your next dinner party at home. At one end of the dining table, place a bottle of Roma Wine's not sweet, not dry Burgundy. At the other table end, place a bottle of Roma Wine's delicately delicious Sauterne. Then, let each of your guests select the Roma wine to his liking. You'll know that whatever the individual choice of a guest, both of these Roma California wines will delight by their superb quality. The quality that has made Roma Wines America's largest selling wines. Whichever of Roma Wine's many different California wine types you choose at your dealers, the small purchase price he asks will surprise and delight you, while the superb quality of these good Roma wines will win your full accord with the judgment of wine experts of many lands that Roma wines are truly magnificent. Let me repeat the name, R-O-M-A, Roma Wines, made in California for enjoyment throughout the world.
This is Ralph Morgan. First, I'm sure I speak for all of us, Miss Bainter, Mr. Clark, and myself, in saying how much we've enjoyed appearing on Suspense this evening. We will all be listening, as we hope you will, next week when Miss Agnes Moorehead is your star in one of the most talked-about plays ever to be presented in this series, called Sorry, Wrong Number. And now one more word. Here's something our fighting men may never forget. The price of victory is sacrifice. You help bring the victory nearer when you make the sacrifices that make it possible for you to buy more war bonds. Thank you.
Suspense is produced and directed by William Spear. Don't forget then, next Monday for Agnes Moorehead in Suspense.
Presented by Roma Wines, R-O-M-A, made in California for enjoyment throughout the world. This is CBS, the Columbia Broadcasting System. Roma Wines presents
Suspense.
Roma Wines, made in California for enjoyment throughout the world.
Salud. Your health, senor.
Roma Wines toast the world. The wine for your table is Roma Wine, made in California for enjoyment throughout the world.
This is the Man in Black, here to introduce this weekly half hour of Suspense. Tonight from Hollywood, we bring you, in response to requests from many thousands of listeners, Miss Agnes Moorehead, in one of the most famous suspense plays this series has ever presented, Sorry, Wrong Number. But before we raise the curtain on Suspense, here is a message from your host, the Roma Wine Company of Fresno, California.
Sometimes it seems we must go far afield to discover riches that were right at hand all the time. As you discover in listening to a conversation which might be taking place at the smart Coral Beach and Tennis Club in Bermuda. An American about to depart for the States thanks his Bermudian friend for the gracious hospitality shown him, in particular for the especially enjoyable wine his friend served. He remarks how much he'd like to be able to get some of that same wine at home. The Bermudian chuckles as he says, "But my friend, that wine you enjoyed so much, it comes from the great wine districts of your own California. It is Roma wine." Yes, friends, many Americans are still not aware that Roma wines are so highly rated in many foreign lands that at every opportunity they are imported to be enjoyed as rare luxuries. But here in America, we can enjoy these superb Roma wines as a daily pleasure, well within reach of the most modest purse, with no high import duty, no expensive shipping costs included. That's why Roma wines cost you so little. Have you been overlooking the enjoyment these richly satisfying Roma wines offer as a delectable beverage at any time, as the addition that can make any meal an occasion, as a sure-to-be appreciated offering to your guests when you entertain? You get some idea of the great worth of these fine Roma wines when you learn Roma wines are America's largest selling wines. Why put off your enjoyment of Roma wines another day? I'll spell out the name for you. R-O-M-A, Roma wines, made in California for enjoyment throughout the world.
And now with Lucille Fletcher's study in terror called Sorry, Wrong Number, and with the performance of Agnes Moorehead, we again hope to keep you in suspense.
Oh, dear.
call, please?
Operator, I've been dialing Murray Hill 40098 now for the last 3/4 of an hour, and the line is always busy. I don't see how it could be busy that long. Will you try it for me, please?
I will be glad to try that number for you. One moment, please.
I don't see how it could be busy all this time. It's my husband's office. He's working late tonight, and I'm all alone here in the house. My health is very poor, and I've been feeling so nervous all day.
Ringing Murray Hill 40098.
Hello?
Hello? Hello, is Mr. Stevenson there?
Hello? Hello. George? Yes, this is George speaking.
Hello? Who's this? What number am I calling, please?
I'm here with our client. Oh, good. Is everything okay? Is the coast clear for tonight? Yes, George. He says the coast is clear for tonight. Okay. Where are you now? In a phone booth. Don't worry, everything's okay. Very well. You know the address? Yes, I know. Let's see now. At 11 o'clock, the private patrolman goes around to the bar on 2nd Avenue for a beer. That's right. 11 o'clock. Okay. And be sure that all the lights downstairs are out. There should be only one light visible from the street. Okay. What's that? Oh, just a minute, George. Oh, our client tells me that at 11:15, a train crosses the bridge. It makes a noise in case her window is open and she should scream.
Hello? What number is this, please?
Okay, I understand. That's 11:15, the train, huh? Yeah. Do you remember everything else, George? Yeah. I'll make it quick, as little blood as possible, because our client does not wish to make her suffer long. Huh? That's right. You'll use a knife? Yes, a knife will be okay. Then afterwards, I remove the rings and the bracelets and the jewelry in the bureau drawer because our client wishes it to look like simple robbery. Huh? Don't worry, everything's okay. I know.
Oh, how awful. How unspeakably awful.
Your call, please?
Operator, I've just been cut off.
I'm sorry. What number were you calling?
Why, it was supposed to be Murray Hill 40098, but it wasn't. Some wires must have got crossed. I was cut into a wrong number, and I've just heard the most dreadful thing, something about a murder. And, operator, you'll simply have to retrace that call at once.
I beg your pardon. May I help you?
Oh, I know it was a wrong number, and I had no business listening, but these two men, they were cold-blooded fiends, and they were going to murder somebody, some poor, innocent woman who was all alone in a house near a bridge. And we've got to stop them. We just got to.
What number are you calling?
Well, that doesn't matter. This was a wrong number, and you dialed it for me, and we've got to find out what it was immediately.
What number did you call?
Oh, why are you so stupid? What time is it? Do you mean to tell me you can't find out what that number was just now?
I'll connect you with the chief operator.
Oh, I think it's perfectly shameful. Now, look, it was obviously a case of some little slip of the finger. I told you to try Murray Hill 40098 for me. You dialed it, but your finger must have slipped, and I was connected with some other number, and I could hear them, but they couldn't hear me. Now, I simply fail to see why you couldn't make that same mistake again on purpose. Why you couldn't try to dial Murray Hill 40098 in the same sort of careless way.
Murray Hill 40098. I will try to get it for you.
Well, thank you.
I am sorry, Murray Hill 40098 is busy. I will call you
Operator!
Your call, please.
You didn't try to get that wrong number at all. I asked you explicitly, and all you did was dial correctly.
I am sorry. What number are you calling?
Well, can't you for once forget what number I'm calling and do something for me? Now, I want to trace that call. It's my civic duty, and it's your civic duty to trace that call and apprehend those dangerous killers. And if you won't...
I will connect you with the chief operator.
Well, please. This talk, I can't make it. What is this thing? So much time.
This is the chief operator.
Oh, chief operator. I want you to trace a call, a telephone call, immediately. I don't know where it came from or who was making it, but it's absolutely necessary that it be tracked down because it was about a murder that someone's planning, a terrible, cold-blooded murder of a poor, innocent woman tonight at
11:15. I see.
Can you trace it for me? Can you track down those men?
Well, I'm not certain. It depends.
Depends on what?
It depends on whether the call is still going on. If it's a live call, we can trace it on the equipment. If it's been disconnected, we can't.
Disconnected?
If the parties have stopped talking to each other.
Oh, but of course they must have stopped talking to each other by now. That was at least 5 minutes ago, and they didn't sound like the type who would make a long call.
Well, I can try tracing it. May I have your name, please?
Mrs. Stevenson. Mrs. Albert Stevenson. But
and
listen,
your telephone number, please.
Plaza 32098. But if you go on wasting all
Why
this
do you
time...
want this call traced, please?
Why? Oh, no reason. I mean, I merely felt very strongly that something ought to be done about it. These men sounded like killers. They're dangerous. They're going to murder this woman at 11:15 tonight, and I thought the police ought to know.
Have you reported this to the police?
Well, no, not yet.
You want this call checked purely as a private individual?
Yes, but meanwhile...
I'm sorry, Mrs. Stevenson, but I'm afraid we couldn't make this check for you and trace the call just on your say-so as a private individual. We'd have to have something more official.
Oh, for heaven's sake. You mean to tell me I can't report that there's going to be a murder without getting tied up in all this red tape? Why, it's perfectly idiotic. Well, all right. I'll call the police.
Thank you. I'm sure that would be the best way to do it.
It's ridiculous. Curseless nonsense. Utter nonsense.
Your call, please?
The police department. Get me the police department, please.
Thank you. Ringing the police department.
Oh, can't you ring them direct? This time.
Police station, precinct 43, Sergeant Martin speaking.
Police department, this is Mrs. Stevenson. Mrs. Albert Smythe Stevenson of 53 North Sutton Place. I'm calling up to report a murder.
Huh?
I mean, the murder hasn't been committed yet, but I just overheard plans for it over the telephone, over a wrong number that the operator gave me. I've been trying to trace down the call myself, but everybody is so stupid, and I guess in the end you're the only people who could do anything.
Yes, ma'am.
It was a perfectly definite murder. I heard their plans distinctly. 2 men were talking, and they were going to murder some woman at 11:15 tonight. She lived in a house near a bridge. Are you listening to me?
Yes.
And there was a private patrolman on the street. He was going to go around for a beer on 2nd Avenue. And there was some third man, a client, who was paying to have this poor woman murdered. They were going to take her rings and bracelets and use a knife. Well, it's unnerved me dreadfully, and I'm not well.
Yeah. Yes, I see. When was all this, ma'am?
About 8 minutes ago. Oh, then you can do something. You do understand.
What's your name, ma'am?
Mrs. Stevenson. Mrs. Albert Stevenson.
And your address?
53 North Sutton Place. That's near a bridge, the Queensboro Bridge, you know. And we have a private patrolman on our street, and at 2nd Avenue is the next...
And what was that number you were calling?
Murray Hill 40098. But that wasn't the number I overheard. I mean, Murray Hill 40098 is my husband's office. He's working late tonight, and I was trying to reach him to ask him to come home.
Yeah.
I'm an invalid, you know, and it's the maid's night off, and I hate to be alone, even though he says I'm perfectly safe as long as I have the telephone right beside my bed.
Well, we'll look into it, Miss Stevenson, and see if we can check it with the telephone company.
But the telephone company said they couldn't check the call if the parties had stopped talking. I've already taken care of that.
Oh, you have?
Yes, and personally I feel you ought to do something far more immediate and drastic than just check the call. What good does checking the call do if they stop talking? By the time you track it down, they'll already have committed the murder.
Well, we'll take care of it, don't you worry.
I'd say the whole thing calls for a search, a complete and thorough search of the whole city. I'm very near the bridge, and I'm not far from 2nd Avenue, and I know I'd feel a whole lot better if you sent around a radio car to this neighborhood at once.
Well, what makes you think the murder is going to be committed in your neighborhood, ma'am?
Well, I don't know. Only the coincidence is so horrible. 2nd Avenue is the patrolman, the bridge.
Yeah, well, 2nd Avenue, you know, is a very long street, ma'am, and you know how many bridges there are in the city of New York alone. Not to mention Brooklyn, Staten Island, and Queens, and the Bronx.
I know all that.
How do you know there isn't some little house on Staten Island, on some little 2nd Avenue you never heard about? How do you know they were even talking about New York at all?
But I heard the call on the New York dialing system.
Well, maybe it was a long-distance call you overheard. You know, telephones are funny things. Now, look, lady, why don't you look at it this way? Supposing you hadn't broken in on that telephone call. Supposing you got your husband the way you always do. You wouldn't be so upset, would you?
Well, I suppose not, only it sounded so inhuman, so cold-blooded.
Well, a lot of murders are plotted in this city every day, ma'am. We manage to prevent almost all of them, but a clue this kind is so vague, isn't much more use to us than no clue at all.
But surely you can...
Unless, of course, you have some reason for thinking this call was phony and that someone may be planning to murder you.
Me? Oh, no. No, I hardly think so. I mean, why should anybody?
Well,
I'm alone all day and night. I see nobody except my maid Eloise. She's a big 200-pounder.
Yeah.
She's too lazy to bring up my breakfast tray, and the only other person is my husband Albert. He's crazy about me. He adores me. He waits on me hand and foot, and has scarcely left my side since I took sick 12 years ago.
Yeah, well, then there's nothing for you to worry about. And now, if you'll just leave the rest of this to us, we'll take care of it.
But what will you do? It's so late. It's nearly 11 now.
We'll take care of it, lady.
Well, will you broadcast it all over the city and send out squads and warn your radio cars to watch out, especially in suspicious neighborhoods like mine?
Lady, I said we'd take care of it. Now, I've got a couple of other matters here on my desk that require immediate attention. So good night, ma'am, and thank you.
Oh, you idiot. So why did I hang up the phone like that? Now he'll think I am a fool. Oh, why doesn't Albert come home? Why doesn't he? Oh, the operator again. Oh.
Your call, please.
Operator, for heaven's sake, will you ring that Murray Hill 40098 number again? I can't think what's keeping him so long.
I will try it for you.
Nervous. Oh.
I'm sorry, Murray Hill 40098 is busy. I will call
I can hear it. You don't have to tell me. I know it's busy. Oh. If I could only get out of this bed for a little while. If I could get a breath of fresh air or just lean out of the window and see the street. Hello? Albert? Hello? Hello? Oh, what's the matter with his phone? Hello? 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 Oh, for heaven's sake, who is this? Hello? 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 Oh, for heaven's sake, listen to me. Oh. Answer somebody. Answer somebody.
Your call, please.
Hello, operator. I don't know what's the matter with this telephone tonight, but it's positively driving me crazy. I've never seen such inefficient, miserable service. Now, look, I'm an invalid, and I'm very nervous, and I'm not supposed to be annoyed. But if this keeps on much longer...
What seems to be the trouble,
Well,
please?
everything's wrong. I haven't had one bit of satisfaction out of one call I made this evening. The whole world could be murdered for all you people care, and now my phone keeps ringing and ringing and ringing and ringing every 5 seconds or so, and when I pick it up, there's no one there.
I am sorry. If you will hang up, I will test it for
I
you.
don't want you to test it for me. I want you to put that call through, whatever it is, at once.
I'm afraid I cannot do
You
that.
can't, and why? Why, may I ask?
The dial system is automatic. If someone is trying to dial your number, there is no way to check whether the call is coming through the system or not, unless the person who is trying to reach you complains to his particular operator.
Well, of all the stupid... And meanwhile, I've got to sit here in my bed suffering every time that phone rings, imagining everything.
I will try to check the trouble
Check
for
it,
you, madam.
check it. That's all anybody can do. Oh, what's the use of talking to you? You're so stupid. I'll fix her. Molly, impudent. How dare she speak to me like that? How dare she speak to me like that? No satisfaction out of anybody.
Your call, please.
Young woman, I don't know your name, but there are ways of finding you out. And I'm going to report you to your superiors for the most unpardonable rudeness and insolence it has ever been my privilege. Give me the business office at once.
You may dial that number direct.
Dial it direct? I'll do no such thing. I don't even know the number.
The number is in the directory, or you may secure it by dialing
Listen
information.
here, you... Oh, what's the use? Oh, for heaven's sake, I'm going out of my mind, Hello, stop ringing, do you hear? Answer me, who is this? You realize you're police, you hear? The police! Oh, if Elbert would only come home. Oh, let it ring. Let it go on ringing. It's a trick of some kind. I won't answer it. I won't answer it. I won't. Even if it goes on ringing all night, I won't answer it. I won't answer it. Now, what's the matter? Why do they stop ringing all of a sudden? What time is it? Where's my clock? Where is it? 5 to 11. They've decided something. They're sure I'm home. They've heard my voice answering them just now. That's why they've been ringing me. Why no one is answering me. Oh, where is she? Where is she? Why doesn't she answer?
Your call, please.
Where were you just now? Why didn't you answer at once? Give me the police department.
The line is busy. I will call you.
Busy? But that's impossible. The police department can't be busy. There must be other lines available.
The line is busy. I will try to get them for you later.
No. I've got to speak to them now. It may be too late. I've got to talk to someone.
What number do you wish to speak to?
I don't know, but there must be someone to protect people beside the police department. A detective agency.
You will find agencies listed in the classified directory.
I don't have a classified. I mean, I'm too nervous to look it up, and I don't know how to use the book.
I will connect you with information. Perhaps she will be able to help you.
No. Oh, you're being spiteful, aren't you? You don't care, do you, what happens to me? I can die, and you wouldn't care. Oh, stop it. I can't stand anymore. Hello, what do you want? Stop ringing, will you? Stop it.
Hello? Is this Plaza 32099?
Yes. Yes, I'm sorry. This is Plaza 32099.
This is Western Union. I have a telegram here for Mrs. Albert Stevenson. Is there anyone there to receive the message?
I am Mrs. Stevenson.
The telegram is as follows. Mrs. Albert Stevenson, 53 North Sutton Place, New York, New York. Darling, terribly sorry. Tried to get you for last hour, but line busy. Leaving for Boston 11 p.m. tonight on urgent business. Back tomorrow afternoon. Keep happy. Love, signed, Albert.
Oh, no.
Do you wish us to deliver a copy of the message?
No, thank you.
Thank you, madam. Good night.
Good night. No. Oh, no, I don't believe it. He couldn't do it. Not when he knows I'll be all alone. It's some trick. Some fiendish trick. I know it.
Your call, please.
Operator, try that Murray Hill 40098 number for me just once more, please.
You may dial that number direct.
Oh. Oh, Albert, how could you? Oh, but I can't be alone tonight. I can't. If I'm alone one more second, I'll go mad. I don't care what he says or what the expense is. I'm a sick woman. I'm entitled to some consideration.
This is information. May I help you?
I want the telephone number of Henchley Hospital.
Henchley Hospital. Do you have the street address?
No, it's somewhere in the 70s. It's a very small, private, and exclusive hospital where I had my appendix out 2 years ago. Henchley, Henchel.
1 moment, please.
Please hurry. And please, what is the time?
You may find out the time by dialing Meridian 71212.
Oh, for heaven's sake, I've no time to be dialing.
The number of Henchley Hospital is Butterfield 89970.
You.
Hensley Hospital. Good evening.
Nurses' registry.
Who was it you wished to speak to, please?
I want the nurses' registry at once. I want a trained nurse. I want to hire her immediately for the night.
I see. And what is the nature of the case, madam?
Nerves. I'm very nervous. I need soothing and companionship. You see, my husband is away, and I'm...
have you been recommended to us by any doctor in particular, madam?
No, but I really don't see why all this catechizing is necessary. I want a trained nurse. I was a patient in your hospital 2 years ago, and after all, I do expect to pay this person for attending me.
We quite understand that, madam. But these are war times, you know. Registered nurses are very scarce just now, and our superintendent has asked us to send people out only on cases where the physician in charge feels it is absolutely necessary.
Well, it is absolutely necessary. I'm a sick woman. I'm very upset, very. I'm alone in this house, and I'm an invalid, and tonight I overheard a telephone conversation that upset me dreadfully. A woman's going to be killed when In fact, if someone doesn't get her once, I'm afraid I'll go out of my mind.
I see. Well, I'll speak to Miss Phillips as soon as she comes in. What is your name,
Miss
madam?
Phillips. And when do you expect her in?
I really couldn't say. She went out to supper at 11 o'clock.
11 o'clock? Oh, it's not 11 yet. Oh, my clock has stopped. I thought it was running down. What time is it?
Just 15 minutes past 11.
What was that?
What was what, madam?
That clicked just now in my own telephone. As though someone has lifted the receiver off the hook, off the extension telephone downstairs.
I didn't hear it, madam. Now, about...
But I did! There's someone in this house. Someone downstairs in the kitchen. And they're listening to me now. I won't pick it up. I won't let them hear me. I'll be quiet and they'll think. But if I don't call someone now, while they're still down there, there'll be no time.
Your call, please.
Operator, I'm in desperate trouble.
I'm sorry, I cannot hear you. Please speak louder.
I didn't hear. There's someone listening. Can you hear me now?
I am sorry.
But you've got to hear me. Please, you've got to help me. There's someone in this house. Someone who's going to murder me, and you've got to get in touch with... There it is. He's put it down. He's put down the extension phone. He's coming upstairs. He's coming up the stairs. Give me the police department. The police department.
One moment, please. I will connect you.
Oh, no, come here. Oh, please, I didn't do anything. Oh, no, come here. Please,
Police department? I'm sorry. Must have got the wrong number. Don't worry. Everything's okay.
And so closes Sorry, Wrong Number, starring Agnes Moorehead. Tonight's tale of suspense. Before we tell you about next week's stars and story, Roma Wine, sponsor of these weekly suspense dramas, asks you to consider this.
When entertaining guests at your home, are you able to go into your Roma wine cellar and say, which would you prefer, this delightful sherry or this sweeter, heavier port? Whichever of these or any others of the many equally fine Roma California wines you offered your guest, they would find you had poured a world of satisfaction into their glasses. If you are not one of the millions already enjoying these good Roma wines, don't put off this great treat another day. You'll be surprised at the tiny cost your Roma wine dealer will ask for such great enjoyment. Only pennies a glass by actual check. Now you can boast of your own private wine cellar, your private Roma wine cellar. And then, inspired by the great qualities of Roma wines, you will add your voice to the swelling international chorus that says, Roma wines are truly magnificent. Let me repeat the name. R-O-M-A, Roma Wines. Made in California for enjoyment throughout the world.
This is Agnes Moorhead. I'm always flattered and delighted when I'm asked to appear on Suspense, because I've such very great admiration for this program. I know you want to be listening next week, as I will, when Michelle Morgan and Philip Dorn will be your stars with George Clarence. One more word. The attack for victory is on. You help make the victory surer and bring it sooner when you buy more war bonds.
Suspense is produced and directed by William Spear. Don't forget then, next Monday, same time, for Michelle Morgan, Philip Dorn, with George Coulouris in Suspense.
Presented by Roma Wines. Made in California for enjoyment throughout the world. This is CBS, the Columbia Broadcasting System. Roma Wines present
Suspense.
Roma Wines, made in California for enjoyment throughout the world.
Salud. Your health, senor.
Roma Wines toast the world. The wine for your table is Roma Wine, made in California for enjoyment throughout the world.
This is the Man in Black, here for the Roma Wine Company of Fresno, California, to introduce this weekly half hour of Suspense. Tonight from Hollywood, Roma Wines bring you Miss Michelle Morgan, Mr. Philip Dorn, and Mr. George Coulouris in a suspense play dealing with a painting of a beautiful woman, her lover, and a husband, and with an assassination for which only the death of one of these three could atone. And so, with Portrait Without a Face, and with the performances of Michelle Morgan as Colette, of Philip Dorn as the artist Paul Degel, and of George Coulouris as Charles Garbeau, we again hope to keep you in suspense. It was just twilight as she came out of the cathedral on Fifth Avenue and stood for a moment on the north steps. She looked across 51st Street at the discreet gray building with a discreet bronze sign saying Ferney Gallery of Modern Art. A richly dressed couple came out of the gallery, and the doorman called a taxi. Surely it was safe now. The crowds must be gone. She hurried across the street.
Good evening. The gallery is still open for a few minutes, isn't it?
Well, I'm sorry, miss. It's just closing up now.
Oh, you can't be. I've come all the way from Boston, and
Well, I'm sorry, miss. We're half an hour past closing now. We open again at 11 tomorrow.
11? But I can't possibly wait over. Do you think $5 would...
No, miss.
I could even go as high as 10.
No, miss.
I could even go as high as...
No, miss.
Oh, but there's a picture on exhibit that I must see. I'd stay only a moment. I must see it, really. It's called...
I know, miss. It's called Portrait Without a Face. Half of New York was in to see it today. And the other half will be in tomorrow. And if you'll excuse me now...
Wait a moment, please. Have you seen the picture?
Me? What did I be doing looking at pictures? Waste of time. But I can tell you this. Sure got people talking. One of those critics was in here this morning, and you... Well, hold on, miss. Maybe you can go in after all. You see that man coming down from Madison Avenue? That's Paul Degel, the artist who painted the picture. Or maybe if you would ask him...
Degel? Oh, no. No, thank you. I've changed my mind. I'll come back some other time. Taxi! Taxi!
Some women like to drive you crazy. Evening, Mr. Degel.
Hello, John. How are you?
Thank you, fine.
Is the exhibit driving people away? That woman seemed to be in an awful hurry.
Huh? She was trying to get in, sir. In fact, she offered me $5
What?
She offered me $5 if I'd let her in, and then she raised it to 10.
Wait. She offered you money? Did she want to see Portrait Without a Face?
That and nothing else, sir. She was pretty insistent about it, too. She must have known about your work in France, Mr. Degel. Had quite a foreign accent.
Foreign accent, you said. John, is Mr. Frenay here?
Well, yes, sir, he is. He's in the back. There's some men with him.
Good. I want to see those men. I want to see them immediately. Gentlemen. Paul. Gentlemen. The woman we were looking for was here tonight.
Really?
Oh. Yes, I'm sure of it. I missed her only by a moment. With every brush stroke I made on this canvas, I knew I was bringing her into our hands. I knew she would have to see that portrait. She had to know how much I knew. I know, gentlemen, she will be back.
Paul?
Yes, Henry?
Will you still have the courage to finish the job when the time comes?
When the time comes, I'll kill with as little conscience as I would shoot down the Nazis who have taken France. That portrait is without a face, gentlemen, because I couldn't see her face. But she will return and supply that feature. Then we will know her for what she is. She will be back. I'll stake my life on her.
Tonight, for Suspense, Roma Wines bring you as stars Michelle Morgan and Philip Dorn with George Coulouris. You have heard them in the prologue of Louis Pelletier's story, Portrait Without a Face, which is tonight's adventure in Suspense.
During this intermission of tonight's suspense drama presented by Roma Wines, let us picture a scene in the fashionable restaurant El Patio in Havana, Cuba. From the next table, we hear a Cuban judge of fine wines describe in glowing terms the wonderful climate and soil of our own California. When his American guest points out that his Cuban host has never been to the United States, the Cuban answers, "It is true, I've never visited your California, but from only such perfect wine country could come sherry of such superb quality as we have enjoyed. Roma, California sherry." Yes, by their example, wine connoisseurs of many other lands tell you that in Roma wines are all the great qualities that must be present in a wine for great enjoyment. It's for this reason these wine experts of other lands import Roma wines from great distances to be enjoyed as a rare luxury. But for you, this luxury of other lands becomes a daily pleasure, because you can enjoy any of Roma wine's many different taste-appealing wine types without additional charge for import duties and expensive shipment from great distance. These two great Roma wine features, superb quality and small cost, have made Roma wines America's largest selling wines. Why put off another day your enjoyment of this splendid quality, such thrilling taste appeal? I'll spell out the name for you. R-O-M-A, Roma Wines, made in California for enjoyment throughout the world.
And now it is with pleasure that we bring back to our soundstage Michelle Morgan, Philip Dorn, and George Coulouris in Portrait Without a Face, a tale well calculated to keep you in suspense.
Where have you been, Colette?
For a walk, Charles, along Fifth Avenue. I needed a breath of air.
You're lying. You're at the Ferney Gallery.
Then I'm lying. I was at the Ferney Gallery.
You fool. I told you that they'd kill you once they're sure.
Yes, you told me, Charles. I'm going to bed.
Did you see the picture?
I'm going to bed, Charles.
Answer my question.
No, I didn't see it.
What, the gallery was closed?
Yes?
Ah, that's good. Good. Well, drink?
No, thank you.
Don't mind if I do.
I haven't minded what you do since the second week of our marriage, Charles.
Really? Oh, that distresses me. Oh, Colette.
Yes?
Before you go to bed, there's something here I want you to read.
What is it, Charles?
This art magazine, my dear, that just came on the newsstands today, contains a charming series of reviews of the exhibit at the Ferney Gallery. René Lautrec, the French critic, has done a little piece on the picture that you're so anxious to see. He heads his review, The Murderess. Read it.
Please,
Read
Charles.
it. It'll satisfy your curiosity once and for all. Begin here. This portrait.
This portrait without a face is no ordinary canvas. This is a portrait of a crime. A crime etched on the mind of a man who must have been there to see it happen. One cannot describe the portrait in words, only in action. This way. The artist is sitting in a darkened room, resting from the noise of a party upstairs in the big house.
Yes, the reception for General Vauban, Paris, 1939. Go on.
The artist is resting in the darkened room. Suddenly they are two shots. The sliding doors to the library open. Standing in the doorway is the silhouette of a woman in evening dress. Charles,
Give it to me. The woman's back is towards the artist. He doesn't see her face. At the woman's feet is a hand outstretched. The hand of a dead man. Who is the man, Colette?
Vauban. General Vauban's dead.
All this happens in an instant. The picture is photographed on the brain of the artist. A woman in evening dress standing in a doorway, her back turned. That is, portrait without a face. Colette, it's time to move boldly. Paul Degel will have to be put out of the way now. He knows enough to be dangerous. I suppose it's somewhat of a pity to eliminate such a promising young artist. He might have gone places. However, tomorrow morning, you will telephone Paul Degel at his apartment. You will tell him you saw his name in the art magazine. You will ask him where he's been all these years. You will say that you must see him. Your voice, and it will tremble just a little, will convey a message he's been waiting to hear all these years. You love him. After all these years, you still love him.
Hello? Yes, this is Paul Degel. Colette. Darling, where are you? Where are you? Yes. Naturally, every day. Every moment. Of course. Anywhere you say.
Then, the Carlton?
The Carlton. What time? 1 or 2?
2. Then, at 2 o'clock, dear. Till then...
Yes, till then. I'm so happy, Colette. Goodbye. Goodbye, darling.
Goodbye, Paul.
Oh, that was very convincing, my dear. So much sentiment in your voice. See that it doesn't affect your actions. It's your life or his, Colette.
So you've told me.
Well, remember it. Stand up. Let me have a look at you. Oh, yes. Oh, you're crying, Colette. How touching. The lovers parted. The lovers reunited. April in Paris. Chestnuts in blossom.
Charles, please.
Wouldn't he love to know you married me? Me, of all people. And how I'd love to see you two meet. Colette, what will you say to him? What can you say, Colette?
What can I say, Paul?
Nothing for a moment. Just let me look at you.
Will Monsieur order now?
No, not yet. Not just yet. Yes, wait. Bring us 2 sherries, will you?
Thank you, monsieur.
I'm changed, Paul. You can see that.
A little. A deepness around the eyes, perhaps. You've been unhappy, Colette.
Yes.
I wrote you almost every day for a year.
I couldn't answer, Paul.
Colette, why did you run away?
Oh, you mustn't ask me.
Was there anyone?
No one in my heart. No one ever to fill your place.
I thought when you didn't come back that...
Oh, darling. You were right to think anything of me.
I thought of Charles Gavot. I remembered how insane he was about you.
Please, Paul, don't talk about Charles.
I thought if she ever married Gavot, then... I'm sorry. There's so much I don't know about your life. 4 years.
Oh, I knew everything about you.
Press notices. I wanted to be a success. For you, Colette.
I followed everything you did. The prison camp, I remember that. When you escaped to this country, your first exhibit here. I have all the clippings. Oh, I was so happy for you, Paul. I was so glad they believed in you as I did.
Yes, they have been good to me in this country. Very good to me. More than I deserve.
No, not more. Only you're just you. I know. I've read the reviews of the exhibit at the Ferney Gallery.
Yes, they seem to like that.
Paul, I want to see that exhibit.
Of course, Colette. Any time.
No, not any time. I want you to show it to me tonight.
Tonight?
Please, Paul. After the crowds have gone from the gallery, my first look at your work in so many years, I don't want to share it with anyone. I just want there to be you and I.
Well, then that's how you shall have it. Darling, of course, I want you to see it. I want you to see every piece in the exhibit. There is one that has attracted considerable attention. Portrait without a face.
Oh, yes. I read about that one.
There was much of my life in that painting, Colette. Certainly much of the past 4 years.
But your work on it has been so worthwhile.
No, not entirely. Not just yet. Colette, do you remember the death of General Vauban?
Vauban? That was sometime in 1940, wasn't it?
1939. The year you left Paris.
Oh, yes, that's right.
As you recall, Vauban was our greatest advocate of air power. There were people in Paris who hated Vauban and wanted him out of the way. Your friend Charles Cabot and his newspapers were the general's bitterest enemies. And do you know a curious thing, Colette?
What, Paul?
Some of the best people in France were duped by Cabot's newspapers into believing that Vauban was an arch criminal.
Yes, I remember.
Briefly, some deluded woman fancied herself a modern Joan of Arc and killed Vauban, thinking she was saving her country.
A woman? But they say the crime was never solved.
It wasn't, but it will be, I think, very soon. Yes, I'm sure that... Forgive me, darling. I hadn't meant to burden you with this.
Oh, it is yourself you must not burden, Paul. You have given this matter much of your life. Much of your thought, haven't you?
All of my thought, Colette. When I wasn't thinking of you.
Or painting.
Painting? When I was painting, I thought of you most. I think that in every picture there was something of you. Sometimes the light on your hair. Sometimes the way you hold your hand.
Even in Portrait Without a Face? Is there something of me in that one?
In that one?
2 sherries, monsieur.
Oh, yes, thank you. Yes, Colette. I think that even in that one there's something of you. And it's very strange because you... Well, anyway, tonight you'll see for yourself. To you, darling.
To our reunion, Paul.
To our reunion. That's what she said, gentlemen. To our reunion.
And I wonder if...
You are sure, Paul, that she does not suspect?
Positive. She is utterly convinced that I am as blindly infatuated with her as ever. She is convinced that in my blindness I shall step out upon the stage she has set for me. We shall see who has set the stage. We shall see who portrays the victim.
It will take courage, Paul.
Perhaps.
There are not many who have your kind of courage.
No. There are not many who have my kind of hate, or who have waited so long to spend it. But have no fear, gentlemen. You will see that I do not fail. You will be with me tonight. All of you.
With you? I do not understand.
I should have said you will be present in the wings just off the stage. It's just 10 now. In less than an hour, my guests will arrive. Before long, you will come into this room to see the portrait. The room will be quite dark. You will be in the background. There will be no way to recognize you.
We haven't much time. Are you ready?
Yes.
Wait, which purse are you carrying?
That black one on the table.
Hand it to me. Good. Just the right size. Oh, don't look so wide-eyed and innocent. You seen a pistol loaded before?
Charles, couldn't we?
Perhaps it would be best for me to have a look in on you and Degel this evening.
Oh, please, Charles.
How do I know that you'll do what you're told?
Well, you said it was his life or mine.
But you're a sentimental fool. You might...
I'll do what I'm told.
Very well. Remember, I'll be waiting across the street on the cathedral steps. I'll give you till 11 o'clock. If you're not out at 11...
I'll be out.
Yes. Yes, you'd better be. It's ready to fire. Here's your purse. The pistol. You see? On top. Watch out when you pay the cab fare.
Yes, Charles.
I'll be waiting for you on the cathedral steps. and you have till 11 o'clock.
Do you remember this picture, Colette?
Oh, Paul, of course. That was the summer we were at Nice.
Lovely summer, wasn't it?
Oh, so lovely.
You see the fishing boat? L'Hirondelle? Remember her?
Oh, too well. She made me seasick once. But it was a beautiful summer, Paul. Wonderful summer.
Yes. Yes, it was. Well, that's all of the Paris pictures. Now I guess you would like to see the portrait.
Yes. Now, I'd like to see it.
It's in the next room. They have given it a room by itself.
Oh.
Take my hand, Colette. I've kept the lights out in there. I want you to sit on the bench, then I'll turn the lights on. And you will see the picture as I saw it. I mean, in my mind's eye.
Yes, Paul.
This way. No, careful. 2 steps down. You are trembling, Colette.
I've always been afraid of the dark.
Here's the bench. Sit here. No. Sit here. You're in front of the picture now. I'm going to turn on the light.
Hurry, Paul. I don't like this.
I just want to give you the full effect of it. Are you watching? Straight ahead.
Yes, Paul.
So, may I present then my portrait without a face?
Oh, Paul.
I thought you would find it effective. Now we'll put aside pretense. You know who that woman is. She's Colette. Standing in the doorway of General Vauban's library. The hand of the dead man at her feet is the hand of General Vauban, my friend. The blood on the floor is the blood of Vauban. The blood that is touching the evening slipper of Colette.
Stop it, Paul. Stop it.
I've waited a long time for you, Colette. 4 years. I said then that I would make someone pay for the murder of General Vauban. We have a committee, Colette. We formed it back there in Paris in the dark days just before the war broke out. The committee knows everything about the people who planned the death of Vauban. The committee knows who did the murder itself. Settling with that person has been my special assignment.
I have been your special assignment. Your special prize. Is that what you mean?
That's what I mean.
Oh, I don't care, really. Not now.
You cared enough to want to fight back. You came here armed. Oh, no. Don't open your purse. I took the trouble to remove the pistol while you were taking off your coat. No, not this one in my right hand. That's mine. This one. This pistol here. It is yours, isn't it?
Yes.
French make. Did Charles give it to you?
Charles?
Yes, Charles. I knew you married Charles. I found it out just before I lost track of you 2 years ago. I knew you married Charles, and I knew why.
And you told me this afternoon.
Yes, I made you believe that I didn't know about Charles. I want you to come up here to the gallery. I knew you had to come here to find out how much I knew.
Charles was right. He said it was your life or mine.
He's very clever, Charles. Do you remember when you first met him? I warned you away.
I remember.
You were impressed by Charles and his politically wise friends. But you didn't know that Charles had sold out his country.
I didn't know.
You had duped him to believing that Vauban was a traitor. Charles dominated your mind. He controlled you as an hypnotist. They needed someone to murder Vauban, so you were chosen. You were to be the savior of France. You exulted in the role and you believed it.
Yes, up to the very last. Up to the last moment. Then I didn't see how I could go through with it. I couldn't bear the thought of killing a man.
You're lying, Colette.
No, Paul, no, listen to me. I stood there looking at Vauban, the pistol in my hand. He looked up. He started walking toward me, telling me to give him the pistol. I felt dizzy. Oh, I wanted to run away to... But I raised the pistol. There were 2 shots. And he fell at my feet. I dropped the gun.
Then you opened the library door to escape?
Yes. I ran out on the terrace and through the garden. I ran blindly and fell. Then I felt a strong pair of arms lift me up. Charles was there.
You told him you had killed Vauban?
Yes, I begged him to take me away to... I needed someone desperately. He promised me to take me out of France and let me forget. Oh, Paul. Paul, turn out the light on that horrible picture, please.
The light stays on, Colette. I want you to keep looking at the picture. That picture was painted for a purpose. And now the purpose is going to be fulfilled.
Paul, will you believe that I didn't want to kill Vauban?
4 years I've waited, Colette. Now it works out according to plan.
I didn't want to kill a man. I didn't want to go away with Charles, but I was in too deep. Paul, listen to me. I've loved you, always. You must know that.
After tonight? After you're coming here to kill me?
Open my gun, Paul. Open it up. You'll see that it's empty. I took the shells out on my way here. Why don't you do it, Paul? It's true. I knew I couldn't go through with it. Not this time. Not with you. Paul.
It's too late, Colette.
Paul.
Keep sitting on the bench, Colette. Keep looking at the picture. Don't move.
I won't, but you must believe me. Paul, wait.
Just look at the picture, Colette. The picture.
Listen. Please listen. I'm telling the truth, Paul. My gun wasn't loaded. Listen, Paul.
For you, Deschelles.
You must do.
He's all right. Oh, are you all right? Oh.
Yes. I'm all right, gentlemen. Gentlemen, may I present the late Monsieur Charles Cabot. 4 years. 4 years of painting and planning and waiting.
Paul, take me out of here.
Yes, darling. Colette, I'm sorry I had to do this to you. It was the only way to find him. I knew he was here to kill again. Both of us.
Charles?
Charles killed Vauban. I picked up the pistol you dropped that night, Colette. It had never been fired. Charles was never certain you would have the nerve to go through with it. At the last moment, he took a hand himself. The shots that killed Vauban were fired from the terrace. In your terror, you believed that you did it. Charles let you believe it all these years.
Oh, Paul.
I knew he would follow you here tonight. I left the door open for him. He came downstairs when we entered his room. He could hear us talking. I wanted him to hear. I needed time, Colette. Colette, I'm sorry. That was the only way to meet him face to face.
Oh, Paul. Don't ever leave me. Never leave me.
Never, Colette. We are together now. For always. But before we go, there's one thing left. You see this knife? For us, that is the end of Portrait Without a Face.
And so closes Portrait Without a Face, starring Michelle Morgan, Philip Dorn, and George Coulouris. Tonight's tale of suspense. Miss Morgan is currently being seen in Warner Brothers' Passage to Marseille. Mr. Dorn appeared through the courtesy of Metro-Goldwyn-Mayer, producers of Madame Curie.
You know, if we could bring to this microphone a man typical of all Roma wine dealers, this is what he might tell you.
I sell a lot of the good Roma wines. They are, you know, America's largest selling wines. My Roma wine customers, I've noticed, are sociable people who enjoy entertaining friends. Talking with me, they give a lot of credit for the success of their entertaining to the enjoyable Roma wines they serve. They're thrifty people, too, these buyers of Roma wines. What else could offer so much enjoyment for so little cost? Only pennies a glass by actual check.
Now, that doesn't leave much for me to add, except this, perhaps. If you are not already one of the millions enjoying Roma wines regularly, make your own taste test of any of Roma wine's many different taste-delighting California wine types, such as the delicious, tangy Roma Sherry, or the hearty Roma Burgundy, or the sweeter, heavier Roma Port. And discover for yourself why Roma wines are winning international praise. Voiced in this phrase, Roma wines are truly magnificent. Let me repeat the name. R-O-M-A. Roma Wines. Made in California for enjoyment throughout the world.
Suspense is produced and directed by William Spear. Don't forget, then, next Thursday for Alan Ladd in Suspense.
Presented by Roma Wines. R-O-M-A. Made in California for enjoyment throughout the world. This is CBS, the Columbia Broadcasting. Roma Wines present
Suspense.
Roma Wines, made in California for enjoyment throughout the world.
Salud. Your health, senor.
Roma Wines toast the world. The wine for your table is Roma Wine, made in California for enjoyment throughout the world.
This is the Man in Black, here to introduce this weekly half hour of Suspense. Tonight from Hollywood, we bring you as star Mr. Alan Ladd. In the character Mr. Ladd assumes with us tonight, he reveals the thoughts and through them the dramatic story of a young man on trial for the crime of murder. But before we take you to the scene of our drama, let's imagine ourselves for a moment in flower-garlanded Bermuda.
Seated on the terrace of the exclusive Coral Beach and Tennis Club, a party of Bermudians and Americans are taking turns, each paying compliments to the delights of the other's native land. An American has just praised the famed Easter lilies of Bermuda. Then a Bermudian tops him with something like this. Among great American delights, he says, one of my favorites is right here on our table. It's this splendid wine we're all enjoying. Bermuda imports it from the justly renowned wine districts of California. It is your internationally esteemed Roma wine. Yes, and Americans themselves have certainly not overlooked the great and enjoyable qualities of these fine Roma wines. Proof is, Roma wines are America's largest selling wines. Such outstanding popularity must mean here are wines that are more taste-delighting, more satisfying in their richness and fine wine quality. Yet with all that as your reward for specifying Roma wines, you'll be amazed and delighted to hear your dealer say, Roma wines cost only pennies a glass. That's because here in America you pay no high import duty or long voyage shipping charges for these fine Roma California wines. So why put off this taste treat another day? Be sure to ask for R-O-M-A, Roma wines, made in California for enjoyment throughout the world.
And now, with the defense rests, and with the performance of our star, Alan Ladd, as defendant Robert Tasker, supported by John McIntyre as the noted criminal lawyer, Max Krager, we again hope to keep you in suspense.
The People versus Robert Tasker. The defendant charged under the indictment with murder in the first degree.
Is counsel for the defense prepared to proceed?
I am, Your Honor.
Very well, Mr. Krager.
Your Honor, if the court please, I think it's fitting that for a moment I should speak openly to Your Honor and to the jury of a matter which has, albeit indirectly, nonetheless a substantial bearing on this case. I refer, of course, to the rather unique relationship existing between myself and the defendant, Robert Tasker. It's true that my interest in him and in his fate is far greater than the normal interest of a lawyer and his client. It's true that that interest might reasonably be described, as it has been so many times, as fatherly. And yet I ask Your Honor and the gentlemen of the jury to think of me in all fairness and without bias, simply as a lawyer defending his client. It needs no expatiation on legal or practical ethics to demonstrate that I did not believe in my...
My name is Robert Tasker. I am sitting in a courtroom on trial for murder. As Mr. Krieger, my lawyer, stands there now telling the judge and the jury about me and about him, I can't help thinking that if it weren't for him, I wouldn't be here today. And thinking what irony it is, too. Because Mr. Krieger is the only friend I've ever had in the world. I'm an ex-con. My sentence was for 10 years. After I'd been there about a year, I began to write just short stories, little things. I had lots of time. Finally, I sent one to a magazine, and they published it. Mr. Krieger happened to read it. He wrote to me. Then he came to see me. He remembered my case, and he said he'd try to help me. And one day I was called to the warden's office.
Hello, Robert.
Hello, Mr. Krieger.
Robert, I've got some good news for you. I've got your parole. You're free. Well, you happy?
Sure, it's just that I still don't quite believe it.
Yeah, that's official, Tasker. Your papers.
Papers. That'll make everything easy, won't it, Warden? Passport to a brilliant future. Ex-con.
Well, Robert, I know it's going to be a little hard to adjust at first, but there's a job in my office that I would like...
Thanks, Mr. Krieger. But I don't want charity. Even from you.
It isn't charity, Robert. I need a clerk in my office, or I wouldn't have offered you the job. You don't have to stay if you don't want to, but you'll be doing me a favor if you try it.
Well, I guess I owe you at least one favor.
Well, Tasker, goodbye and good luck. Just remember that what's happened up here is water over the dam. Don't hold any grudges.
I don't hold any grudges, Warden. There's one man I hate, that's all.
A man you hate, Robert?
Now, what's the use of kidding about it? His name is Arthur Hines, and I hate him. Simple as that.
Well, forget it, son. Hines was DA then. He was just doing a job, that's all. He had nothing against you.
Yeah, he was doing a job, all right.
Robert, you mustn't feel that way. You'll get along with Hines, all right.
Get along with him?
In the office. Didn't I tell you? Arthur Hines is my new partner.
Well, it certainly threw me for a second to hear I was going to work side by side with that. But, well, I figured they were right and that I shouldn't hold grudges, and I made up my mind to play ball. The work wasn't hard, and I was able to do some writing on the side. Mr. Krieger always encouraged me in that, and Peggy helped me a lot, too. She helped me to believe in myself. All that time, I never saw Mr. Hines. He was out of town or something. And then one day he came back. I was nervous at the idea of seeing him, but I thought I was over my resentment then. He was in his office with someone. He'd come in the private entrance. I was out in the other room with Peggy by the switchboard when I heard the commotion.
You're going to give it to me. No, don't you understand the English language? No. You're a liar. Now, you get out of here. Get out.
Don't give me that, Hines. You've either got it or you
I don't know anything
has.
about it, and I don't want to know. Don't you think I got enough trouble nowadays keeping mugs like you out of the pen without being a fence for what you stole? Now, you get out of this office and stay out.
Okay, but I'll be back. $50,000 is a lot of money.
Well, what do you want?
Why,
Robert works here, Mr. Hines.
my name's Robert Tasker. Didn't Mr. Krieger tell you about me?
I knew I'd seen you before. You're that punk kid I sent up to San Quentin. That was for 10 years. What do you mean you're working here?
Well, Mr. Krieger got me out. He gave me a job.
Job of what? Snooping outside my office?
I wasn't.
Don't talk back to me, you dirty little jail rat.
Why, you...
Robert, don't.
Come on, let me go.
Hey, what's the trouble here?
Come on, let me go.
Stop it. Now, calm down. What's the matter?
What's the idea of bringing this kid into the office, Max? Isn't it bad enough to have to work with criminals all day?
Robert's not a criminal. He's here because I want him to be here. Because I believe in him and trust him.
Oh, yeah?
You don't still have anything against Robert, do you?
Well, I just don't like anybody hanging around outside my door when I'm having a private conference, that's all.
Now, look. Robert Tasker is one of the finest, most gifted young people I've ever known. I want him to get along here. And I want him to get along with you, too, Arthur. See?
Me, I can get along with anybody. Well, I got to be in court.
Wait a minute.
Now, shake hands, both of you, will you?
Well, anything to keep peace in the family.
That's fine. Everything forgotten. Start off on a clean slate, right?
Sure. Well, I'll see you later in the afternoon, Max.
Robert, come into my office for a minute, will you?
Sure.
Boy, I'm terribly sorry. I don't know how to begin to apologize.
Why should you apologize?
Well, it was all my fault. I don't know how I could have been stupid enough not to tell him beforehand, for both your sakes.
I know, but I just don't like him, and he doesn't like me.
No, Robert, you're wrong there. It's just that things have been happening lately to upset him. Like this fellow Marvin and his $50,000.
You know about that?
Well, Robert, you know, we have to deal with some peculiar people in this business. There's a poor fellow who's been in prison himself for the last 5 years. He had quite a lot of money when he went in. Oh, he stole it, I guess.
And he thinks Hines hijacked it on him, huh?
If he ever really had it. He says he left it with a pal of his, and later the pal was killed in a gunfight. Gallucci, you remember the case.
Yeah, I remember something about it.
Anyway, just before he died, he told somebody he'd left the money with Hines. That's how the story goes. You know how those things travel on the grapevine. It's all nonsense, of course.
That guy meant business just the same.
It probably explains the whole thing. Hines was a little scared. But don't let it worry you, Robert. You will stay, won't you? Believe me, it's for the best.
Well, I've got to trust somebody, I guess.
Trust me, Robert. I've never given you bums, dear, have I?
No. Okay.
That's the spirit. And any other little troubles, you just bring them to me, see?
Thanks. Well, I guess I better relieve Peggy on the board.
Keep your chin up, kid.
Sure. I'm sorry I kept you waiting, Peggy.
That's all right.
Hey, Peggy, what's the matter?
Please, don't say anything.
Oh, but Peggy, what is it?
Robert, I'm scared.
Of what, Hines? Don't be silly.
No, it's not him.
Well, what is it?
Robert, I shouldn't. But I've got to tell someone.
Well, sure you have. All right, now take it easy. What is it?
I've never told anyone before. Neither Mr. Hines nor Mr. Krager know. I'd die if they did. You wouldn't tell anyone, would you?
Well, of course I won't. Come on, spill it.
You saw that man who was in here, who was arguing with Mr. Hines about the $50,000?
Yeah?
Well, it's true. There is $50,000 somewhere.
Yeah? Well, how do you know all this?
I know, and I'm scared. Robert, he's a killer.
That guy? Well, I wouldn't be surprised, but how do you know?
Because he's my own brother.
I had a hunch to lam out of there right then. I knew something was going to happen. But I hated to run out on Peggy when she was in a jam and might need help, and I didn't want to let Mr. Krager down either. So I stayed. And one day, about 2 weeks later, it came. I hadn't had any more trouble with Hines. He was out of town most of the time anyway. He was still out of town that day. The day that he died.
Krager and Hines. I'm sorry he's out of town. You might try later this afternoon. Yes, I'll tell Mr. Hines.
Say, Peggy.
Uh-huh.
Do you know when Mr. Krager will be in?
He didn't say. He's still over in the court and... Harry.
Where is he?
Who?
You know who, Hines.
Oh, Harry, I told you not to come. I begged you not to.
Sure. Always a little pal. Always a... Hey, wait a minute. What does this guy know?
I told him that you were my brother. But nobody else knows
Yeah,
that.
sure. Okay. What do I care? I only care about one thing.
But you promised, Harry. You promised...
Where's Hines?
I don't know. He's out.
Then I'll wait till he comes back.
Harry, you mustn't.
I'm staying. I'll get it out of him.
Harry, your sister says you should leave.
You keep out of this, punk.
I don't like that word, pal.
Robert, listen. Will you watch the board for a few minutes?
Sure, it's lunchtime anyway.
Harry, I've got some things I want to talk over with you privately.
Yeah? What things?
About Hines and... Well, you know. Come on, we'll go downstairs to the grill in the lobby.
You wouldn't be trying to ease me out of here, would you?
No, honest, I've got to talk to you, Harry. Come on.
Okay. And listen, pal.
Yeah?
If Mr. Hines comes in, you tell him I was here. And tell him he better come across or else.
Is that all?
Well, that's enough, ain't it? You know what I mean. Plenty.
Sure. Krager, Hines.
Hello, Robert. This is Max Krager.
Oh, yes, Mr. Krager.
You there all alone? Peggy out to lunch, huh?
Yes, she is.
Well, that can't be helped. I'm in a hurry now. I'll tell you what I want you to do.
Yes, sir?
I'm across the street in the courthouse. Judge
Andrews Court, the Ellsworth case. Now, there are some notes I've got to have over here right away. They're in my own handwriting, pencil, and clearly marked Ellsworth.
Yes, sir.
Now, you'll find them in Mr. Hines' office. The pages are all clipped together. I don't know exactly where in his office. It may be on his desk. It may be in one of the drawers or in the file or under the blotter. But keep looking, see? Keep looking until you find it.
All right, sir.
And then bring it over to me right away.
Yes.
Got it? I'll be waiting for you.
I left the switchboard and went into Mr. Hines' office. I started looking around for the notes. I looked everywhere, the desk drawers, the filing cabinet. I even tried to look in the safe, but it was locked. And I noticed some yellow papers on top of the bookcase. I reached up and took them down. I was standing there with my back to the private entrance, looking the papers over to be sure that they were the right ones.
What are you doing in here?
Mr. Krieger wants some papers, Mr. Hines.
I thought I told you to stay away from my office. What are you snooping around in here for?
Well, Mr. Krieger told me to look in here
Yeah?
for them.
Something mighty funny going on around this office.
Oh, there's nothing funny. Mr. Krieger
I say
said
there is. What's the switchboard girl doing sneaking around the lobby with Harry Marvin? Tried to duck me, but I saw him. First, the switchboard girl turns out to have a crazy ex-convict for a boyfriend, and now I find...
That's a lie. He's her brother.
A brother? Oh, so that's it.
Oh, I shouldn't have said that, Mr. Hines. I don't know anything about it, really.
You don't, huh? Well, I do. I get it now. I knew there was something, and all of a sudden I get it.
Mr. Hines, there's nothing to get.
So the girl and her brother go down to the lobby and set themselves an alibi, because they know I'll suspect them. Then they get you to do their dirty work for a nice fat cut, I suppose. That's what you think.
Please, Mr. Hines, don't talk that way.
Well, you didn't find it, did you? And you won't. Now get out of here, you little punk. Before...
I said don't talk that way.
Why, you dirty, thieving little strip...
I told you not to talk that way. He fell and just lay there. For a minute, I didn't know what to do. Then I knew I'd have to tell Mr. Krieger. I knew I was all washed up there anyway. I couldn't very well expect a man even like Mr. Krieger to choose between his law partner and me. And I couldn't stay in the same office with Mr. Hines after what had happened. Somehow I wanted to tell Mr. Krieger myself before anyone else did. I went out to the switchboard and dialed the courthouse number.
Judge Andrews Court, Johnson speaking.
I want to speak to Mr. Max Krieger. This is his office calling.
Well, I don't see him around here right now. The court's in recess.
Oh, I know, but try to locate him, will you? It's important.
Okay. Hold the line.
I sat there waiting for them to find Mr. Krieger. All of a sudden, I remembered the papers he wanted. I cut off the call on the switchboard. Had to take the papers over to him anyway, and I thought I might as well go over and give him the papers and tell him what had happened then, and I'll get it over with. I was starting for the front door of the office. Then I heard a sound from Mr. Hines' office behind me. At first, I thought he was just coming to, and I kept going. And something sort of clicked in my mind, and I stopped. The sound hadn't seemed quite right for a man just coming to. I listened, but I didn't hear anything more, and that didn't seem quite natural either. I went back and opened the door to Mr. Hines' office. He was lying there just as I'd left him, and yet there was something different. I went over and looked at him more closely. His face was a terrible gray color. I touched his wrist, feeling for his pulse. Next thing I knew, I was down on my knees, tearing open his collar, but even then I knew it wasn't any use. Mr. Hines was dead. I don't know how long I stood there in that room. It might have been hours. It might have been only a couple of minutes. I just stood there, my mind dazed, and yet at the same time racing through 1,000 half-formed plots and schemes of escape, of what I could say, of some way out of it. Then the switchboard began to buzz with an incoming call. It sort of brought me to my senses, and more out of a habit than anything else, I went out to answer it. Krieger and Hines.
Robert, you still there?
Mr. Krieger,
Where are those notes? Have you found them yet?
Yeah, I found them all right.
Well, bring them over here. I need them right away.
Mr. Krieger,
Robert, what's the matter with you?
I just killed Mr. Hines.
You're just making it hard for yourself, Tasker.
I've told you what happened.
You're in the pig's eye you have.
Well, I don't have to talk if I don't want to.
Oh, no?
I'm waiting for Mr. Krieger. I told you that.
Krieger, what do you think he's going to do for you?
I don't know.
Well, I do. He's going to see that you burn. That's what he's going to do for you.
Maybe.
What do you expect? You kill a man's law partner right in his own office. And you think he's going to help you? Are you crazy?
Well, he told me he'd come down.
Sure, of course he'll come down. To give evidence against you. Now, listen, Tasker. If you give a full confession, we may be able to get you a break.
Mr. Krieger's outside, Captain. He wants to see you.
Sure. Send him in.
Okay, Mr. Krieger.
Thank you. Hi, boys.
Hello, Mr. Krieger.
Hello, Robert.
Hello, Mr. Krieger.
They've been treating you all right?
Pretty good.
Fine. I don't like to have people get rough with my clients.
You're what?
You heard me, Captain. While you're at it, you might as well take those handcuffs off him, because from this moment he's out on bond, released in my custody. I've got the papers right here.
Say, are you crazy?
Certainly not. I simply don't believe the boy did it, that's all.
Well, I'll be... All right, Hawkshaw. Who do you think did it?
That, Captain, is your department. My job is simply to defend an innocent man.
Look, Krieger, don't try to kid us. It's an open and shut case. Tasker's the only person who had the opportunity, the only one who had a motive.
Mm-hmm.
Well?
Not to speak ill of the dead, Captain, and although Arthur Hines was my law partner, it's unfortunately true that quite a number of people at least thought they had a motive.
Sure, so maybe this ex-con Harry Marvin had a motive. Maybe even the dame on the switchboard had a motive, for all I know. But they couldn't have done it. 50 people saw him together downstairs in the lobby of the building at the time the murder was committed.
Oh, you've talked to him, have you?
Sure, so what? Listen, this kid admits he had a quarrel with Hines. He always hated him anyway. He admits he hit him. So he picks the paperweight off the desk and smashes him over the head.
Wait a minute. You didn't say anything about that, Robert.
No, I didn't even know about it before. I didn't hit him with the paperweight.
Stop it, will you? The back of the man's head is bashed in with that paperweight. This kid's fingerprints are all over it. What's so funny? This is murder, mister.
I'm sorry, but you'll find out if you ever try to bring this boy to trial for killing Arthur Hines with a paperweight.
Listen, Krieger, I know you're pretty smart, and I know you go around bragging about you never lost a case.
And that goes for this one. Double.
But you're not going to make a chump out of me. This boy's going to be indicted for murder. He's going to be convicted of murder. And he's going to burn for murder.
Indicted, convicted, burned. 3 promises. And the first one's already happened. The second one, well, even I can see we don't stand much chance. And the third one, well, I just try not to think about it. There is Mr. Krieger, up before that jury, acting as though it was an absolute certainty that I'd be cleared. Pleading for me as though I were the only guy in the world. Because, well, that's the kind of a man he is.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's my firm conviction that when you've heard this boy's story from his own lips, and when through it you have in some measure, as I have in large measure, gained insight into the depth and integrity of his character and spirit, you will also believe him innocent. He is innocent. Now, Robert, I'll ask you to take the stand.
Raise your right hand. You swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do.
Now, Robert, just for the record, will you tell the court your full name?
Robert Loring Tasker.
Your age?
24.
Your mother and father are dead. You have no living relatives.
No. No one.
Now, before you begin your story, there are 1 or 2 extremely important points that I particularly wish to emphasize to the court. Now, tell me, Robert, how long was it between the time you quarreled with Mr. Hines and the time you went back into his office and found him dead?
Not long. 6 or 7 minutes, perhaps.
But it was long enough for someone to have entered Mr. Hines' office by the back entrance, struck him, and left again, was it not?
Yes, it was long enough for that to have happened.
Now, concerning this famous paperweight the prosecution has talked about so much, I have it here. Do you recognize it?
Yes, it was always on Mr. Hines' desk.
Now, when you went into his office at my order to look for certain papers, you touched this paperweight, did you not?
Yes, I touched just about everything on the desk.
Exactly. In other words, your fingerprints would be found not only on this paperweight, but on practically everything else in the room.
Yes, they would.
In due course, Your Honor, we shall demonstrate that such is, in fact, precisely the case. Now, Robert, when Mr. Hines found you in his room, he was irate and highly suspicious, was he not?
Yes, he was.
In fact, he even suspected that there was some plot against him involving Peggy, the switchboard girl, and a client of his named Harry Marvin.
Yes, he did.
You denied this, saying that, in fact, they were brother and sister.
Yes, That's right. How was that again?
I say you denied the charge of a plot, saying that Peggy and Harry Marvin were brother and sister. And then Mr.
Your
Hines
Honor.
went so far as to...
Your Honor.
Yes?
Your Honor, there's something I've just thought of, some new evidence. I'd like a few minutes alone with my lawyer, please.
Well, if counsel has no objection.
Robert, what is it?
It's just something that I think I ought to tell you in private.
Very well. Your Honor, please, then.
By all means. Perhaps you would like to use my chambers.
Thank you, Your Honor. Come along, Robert. Well, you didn't have to lock the door, Robert.
Well, I want it to be private.
All right, but, Robert, you mustn't worry like this. Let me do the worrying. They can't convict you if there's a reasonable doubt. That's the law, and there is a reasonable doubt. Someone did come in and hit Hines in those 6 or 7 minutes. It must have been that way.
Yeah, I know.
Of course you do. We've been over the whole thing. Now let's go back into that courtroom and continue.
Mr. Krieger, there's something I haven't told you.
Something you haven't told me. What?
Oh, it's a little thing, but it's kind of important. Because it's something I never told anyone.
Well, what is it?
I never told anyone that Peggy was Harry Marvin's sister, except Mr. Hines by mistake, and he's dead.
Now, Robert, don't you think that's a little trivial to be bringing
No,
up?
because you know about it. You just said so in the courtroom.
Well,
There's only one way you could have found out. You must have been in your office when I had the fight with Hines and heard me tell him.
That's ridiculous.
Oh, no, it isn't. Because you're right. Somebody did come in those 6 or 7 minutes and kill Hines. You did.
Oh, you're crazy.
Must have been for that $50,000. You hijacked the hijacker. And you knew they'd pin it on me with my record. Maybe that's why you got me out of the pen in the first place. It is, isn't it?
I'm not going to stay here and listen to any such nonsense.
Oh, yes, you are. Because I'm going to get that truth out of you now. You planned it that way, didn't you? You sent me into Hines' office that day, and you probably sent him, and you figured you were such a hot lawyer that you might even get me off at 20 years or so to ease your dirty conscience, didn't you? Talk, Krieger.
Don't get anywhere using violence with me.
No, talk.
No. Now, wait a minute. Even if I did confess, it wouldn't hold up as evidence.
Talk.
Don't. Listen. We'll postpone the trial. I can get you out of the country. I'll give you money.
That's all I wanted to know. Now, come on, you
don't.
talk.
Go.
You did it. You killed him. Talk. That's where you were. I wanted the court. I couldn't find you. Right? You were killing Hines, weren't you?
Yes, I did it. I killed him, but...
Okay, I guess we can unlock that door now.
What's going on in here?
Robbie, he's crazy. He attacked me.
So I gather.
He accused me of murder.
Yes, I heard him. Tell me, Krieger, where were you when this boy phoned you here at court, when they couldn't find you?
Why, matter of fact, I was right here, right in this very room. I had some work to do. I wanted... Your court was in recess. You were out of town.
Yes, I know. But there's something you don't know.
What?
On the day of the murder, the floor of this room was being repainted. And the paint, Mr. Krieger, was quite wet.
Your Honor, the defense rests.
And so closes The Defense Rests, starring Alan Ladd, tonight's tale of Suspense. Alan Ladd appeared through the courtesy of Paramount Pictures, producers of Lady in the Dark. John McIntyre played lawyer Max Krieger. Before Mr. Ladd returns to our microphone, here is a definition of yourself that may interest you.
Connoisseur, one competent to act as a critical judge of an art or in a matter of taste. That's what Webster says. So that makes you a wine connoisseur, because certainly you are competent to act as a critical judge of a wine's taste. Matter of fact, all you have to know to be a true wine connoisseur, in the opinion of your friends and guests, is a single word: Roma, R-O-M-A. To get the proof, Make your own taste test of the tangy, appetizing Roma Sherry, the hearty, satisfying Roma Burgundy, the heavier, sweeter Roma Port, or any of the many different delicious Roma California wines. If your favorite dealer is temporarily out of the kind of Roma wine you prefer, ask for it again, please. Just be sure to say R-O-M-A, Roma Wines, made in California for enjoyment throughout the world.
This is Alan, lad. It was a pleasure to make another appearance on this program, which is a great favorite of mine. Next week, they tell me Laird Krieger will be your star. And I know you'll want to be listening, as I will. Good night.
Thank you, Mr. Ladd. Suspense is produced and directed by William Spear. Tonight's play was written by Roland Brown and Robert L. Richards. Don't forget, then, next Monday for Laird Krieger in Suspense.
Presented by Roma Wines, R-O-M-A, made in California for enjoyment throughout the world. This is CBS, the Columbia Broadcasting System. Roma Wines present
Suspense.
Roma Wines, made in California for enjoyment throughout the world.
Salud. Your health, senor.
Roma Wines toast the world. The wine for your table is Roma Wine, made in California for enjoyment throughout the world.
This is the Man in Black, here for the Roma Wine Company of Fresno, California, to introduce this weekly half hour of Suspense. Tonight from Hollywood, Roma Wines bring you Mr. Laird Krieger in a suspense play dealing with a maniacal hatred and with the mental drug of hypnotics. And so with narrative about Clarence and with the performance of Laird Krieger, supported by Hans Conried as Bill, from whom we hear the narrative, we again hope to keep you in suspense.
I never wanted to kill anyone. Not till he came along. I didn't even want to kill him at first. I kept thinking there must be some other way. If anybody had told me 6 months ago that I was capable of murder, I would have thought he was crazy. What I'm getting at is this. There are circumstances, people, that can make anybody want to commit murder. And he was one of those people. He brought the circumstances with him, a whole set of them. I never heard of the guy till one day last summer. We were having breakfast. My wife was looking over the morning mail.
Bill, look at this. Postmarked Calcutta. It must be from Clarence.
Who's Clarence?
He's my brother.
You never told me you had a brother.
Didn't I? Well, it's not so surprising. He's only my half-brother, and I haven't seen him since I was a child. He's never even written to me before.
That's funny. Wonder why I decided to write now.
I can't imagine.
Well, what does he say?
He's coming to America.
What for?
Now, Bill, don't be like that.
Well, you're not going to ask him to stay with us, are you?
Oh, what else can I do? He says he's coming straight here from the boat.
Well, so what? There are several first-class hotels in this town.
Well, I'll just ask him kind of half-heartedly so he can refuse if he wants to.
Good girl.
There's just one thing that worries me.
What's that?
He says at the end of the letter, I'm most anxious to meet your daughter, who it has been revealed to me closely resembles her grandmother.
Well, Jeannie does look like the pictures of your mother at that.
But how does he know? He couldn't even know we have a child. Unless...
Unless what?
Well, unless someone told him, or... unless it was revealed to him in some mysterious way.
I didn't like that. I didn't like it at all. If there's anything I hate, it's a fake. And if that guy with his wing collar and his high-toned accent didn't look like a fake, then nobody ever did. But he wasn't a fake. He didn't arrive at our house. He seemed to materialize in the middle of the living room.
Well, Lillian, don't you recognize me?
Why, yes, Clarence. How are you, Clarence? This is Bill, my husband.
I know. I hope you'll forgive my rather unconventional entrance.
As your doorbell is out of order, I didn't bother to push the button.
Oh, hello. I didn't know the doorbell was out of order, Lillian.
Neither did I. Well, won't you sit down, Clarence?
Oh, yes, thank you.
Have a good trip?
Excellent. But let's not dwell on the past. I have plans, Lillian. First of all, I intend to settle here in this town, permanently.
How nice.
I intend to resume my career in America where it left off 15 years ago.
Oh.
Your wife's look of distress, William, is owing to an unfortunate incident that occurred 15 years ago and made it expedient for me to leave the country for a while.
It was all a misunderstanding, Bill.
I don't quite know what you're talking about.
She's told you nothing about me? How strange.
Well, only that you're a doctor and that...
Doctor? What an inadequate word. It suggests a little man you call in when the baby gets whooping cough, doesn't it?
Well, what's the matter with the little man I call in when the baby gets whooping cough?
Well, he's, shall we say, limited. Yes, that's a kindly word for it. The mind, William, the human mind, with all its strange powers for good and evil. That is my province.
Clarence was a mental scientist. He had a small private hospital.
Oh, how drab. How unendurably drab you make it sound, Lillian. I penetrated deep into the mysteries of the human mind. And then I discovered a psychic power transcending the mere gray matter of the human brain.
Clarence became interested in the occult.
You mean that Indian faker stuff, going into trances and stuff like that?
How crudely you put it, William.
I'm sorry. Go on with your story.
Well,
I'll go on with it for you. You started using this mysterious East hocus pocus on your mental patients, and their relatives got sore, right?
Your husband, Lillian, is a man of rare perception.
Yeah. And now you're back from India with a new bag of tricks, and you're going to set up shop again.
Precisely, William. There's only one thing wrong with your statement, the tone of it. I intend to establish a small private sanitarium dedicated to the treatment of the mentally ill. And I shall continue my investigations into what your wife chooses to call the occult. Is that clear?
Quite clear.
Now then, Lillian, you will prepare the little room off William's study for me, the one with the dark green walls.
Well, of course you're welcome to stay with us if you want to, Clarence, but the house is rather small and...
Yes. It's fortunate that the house is small. I'd counted on that.
You seem to have counted on a great deal, Clarence. By the way, how'd you know that the room has green walls?
Yes, and how did you know...
My dear engaging kinsman, all things are revealed to him who can survive the ordeal of true enlightenment. That is as much as I'm permitted to tell you at the present time. And now will you be so good as to open the outside door? Your daughter is about to ring the doorbell, and it's out of order. Remember?
But how did you... You didn't...
Go and let her in, Lillian. I'm eager to meet Jeannie.
Mama, guess what happened today? Sally Bates fell off the seesaw and Miss Thompson had to drive her home and then... Oh, I didn't know we had company.
This is your Uncle Clarence from India, dear.
Oh.
Yes. She is the very image of her grandmother.
Was that Mother's mother?
Yes, dear. Mama and Uncle Clarence had the same mother, but different fathers.
Oh, then he's not really my uncle. He's only my half-uncle.
I think, little Jeannie, that you will find we have a great deal in common, nevertheless. You will be very close to your Uncle Clarence. Very close.
What do you do those funny things with your eyes?
Never mind, dear. Uncle Clarence is tired from his long journey. You come on upstairs. Mom will help you change for dinner.
All right. See you later, Uncle Clarence.
What's so funny, Doctor?
Oh, William, I do hope that my stay here won't be complicated by your rudeness.
Why did you try to frighten Jeannie just now?
My dear fellow, it's the very furthest thing from my wishes to frighten your child. It is essential to my plan for her that she have confidence in me.
Now, look, get this straight, Clarence. You're welcome in this house as a guest because you're my wife's brother. Your yogi ideas, or whatever they are welcome only so long as you keep them to yourself.
I quite intend to, William. That, too, is part of my plan.
What is this plan you keep talking about?
For the time being, William, I will take your advice and keep that to myself.
Tonight's for Suspense, Roma Wines bring you as star Mr. Laird Krieger, whom you have heard in the prologue to Narrative About Clarence by Dwight Hauser and Robert Tallman. Tonight's adventure in Suspense.
Let's leave the scene of our play for a moment and take a little journey. We'll let a bottle of Roma wine serve as Aladdin's lamp. I touch the label, and presto, we're all transported to that capital of gaiety, Havana, Cuba. And now we find ourselves in the charming Pan American Club. At a table nearby, an American has just voiced his delight at the uncommon beauty of the scene. Then his Cuban companion responds, "You in America also have much that is uncommon to boast of, such as this marvelous tasting wine we are enjoying this minute. To enjoy uncommon fine quality, Cuba imports this wine from your own distant California. It is your superb Roma wine. Now just realize what it means when other countries import Roma wines from such great distances. Such international esteem must mean that Roma wines are truly magnificent in quality. And then consider this. You here in America need pay no high import duty, no expensive shipping charges. For these fine Roma wines come from Roma's own wineries in the heart of the rich California wine grape districts. Because so many Americans do realize this good fortune, Roma wines are America's largest selling wines. So why deny yourself this taste delight? Try an inexpensive bottle of tangy, appetizing Roma sherry, or the hearty Roma burgundy, or any of the marvelously enjoyable Roma wines. But remember, these days your favorite dealer may be temporarily out of the type you prefer. Then please try again. Ask for R-O-M-A, Roma wines, made in California for enjoyment throughout the world.
And now it is with pleasure that we bring back to our soundstage our star, Laird Krieger, with Hans Conried in Narrative About Clarence, a tale well calculated to keep you in suspense.
Well, you see now how I was beginning to feel about my dear half-brother-in-law, Clarence. At first, it was nothing but just pure hatred. I didn't have any cause yet for fear. And then came that day with little Jeannie. Doesn't take much imagination to know what happened before I got home.
Mama, I'm all ready for school, huh?
Hello, Jeannie.
Oh, hello, Uncle Clarence. Did you see Mama?
Your mother's gone out for a while, but... Well, there's some good in everything, isn't there, Jeannie? This gives us a chance to get acquainted.
Well, I'll be late for school.
Oh, bother the school. I bet Sally Bates wouldn't worry about school if she had an uncle visiting her who'd come all the way from India.
India? Do they really lie on beds of nails and all those things?
No. Those are just the fakirs. They do those stunts for money, like your circus performers over here.
I never saw anything like that at a circus.
Did you ever see anything like this, Jeannie?
It's just a ring, isn't it? Like a cat's eye. Oh, it makes me dizzy to look at it.
If you look at it long enough, you'll see all the mysterious secrets of the East.
I'm afraid to look again, Uncle Clarence. That light in it, like a cat's eye, scares me.
Oh, come now. A big girl like you afraid in the broad daylight.
Why do you do those funny things with your eyes?
Perhaps because my eyes see so many wonderful things. Just as yours will, if you will only look at the ring.
Is it magic?
Perhaps. Look and see if it isn't. Look right in the center of the cat's eye. That's it.
It makes me feel sleepy.
That's the way it works. First you feel terribly, terribly sleepy. And then you see the most wonderful things.
First, you feel sleepy. And then...
Be careful.
First, you feel
She's coming around now.
And then you see...
She's coming around her.
Jeannie, what's happened to you?
You needn't shout, Mother. I can hear you quite well.
Oh, thank heaven you're all right. She is all right, isn't she, Bill?
Huh? Oh, sure.
Do you feel well enough to go to school, dear?
I shan't be going back to that school, Mother. Miss Thompson bores me.
What kind of talk is that? I think we'll get a doctor for you, young lady.
Please, Father. I will let you know when I'm in need of medical assistance.
Bill, she's not all right.
Just come outside with me, Mother. You go to sleep again now, Jeannie.
Bill, her whole personality has changed. She speaks with that strange accent and a vocabulary like...
Tell me, where was Clarence while you were getting that car out?
Why, in his room, I suppose.
You ever notice that ring he wears?
Yes. It's a cat's eye, isn't it?
Very well-defined cat's eye. Kind of ring you always see on professional hypnotists. It's dead easy to hypnotize a child, you know.
But why would he want to hypnotize Jeannie?
I don't know. All I'm interested in is getting him out of this house as soon as possible. I'm going in there and give him his walking papers right now.
That won't be necessary, William.
Clarence, we didn't hear you come in.
Obviously not.
William, I believe I remarked to you on a previous occasion that I hoped my stay here would not be complicated by your rudeness.
It won't be, Clarence. Your stay here is at an end.
Lillian, I want to talk with you alone.
You can say anything you have to say to me in front of my husband, Clarence.
I dare say. It is my wish, however, to speak with you alone.
I've had enough. I'm sorry, Lillian. I don't care whether he's your brother or not. I'm telling him to get out of here and get out now. I'll call a taxi while you're packing, Clarence.
The irate brother-in-law. What a tiresome exhibition. I'm surprised at a woman of your intelligence becoming involved with such a boor, Lillian.
All right, you asked.
No, don't do it, Bill. Clarence just doesn't understand. He's been away for so long.
I'm sick of hearing your excuses for him. The time's come for a showdown.
No, William. The time has not come for a showdown. Not for a while yet. I will let you know when that time comes.
You'll let me know?
Bill, please. Let me explain to Clarence alone if he likes.
I won't leave you alone with him.
Oh, don't be melodramatic, William.
I'll kill you, so help me.
Bill, please.
All right, I'm sorry. I'll give you 10 minutes, Clarence, no more.
10 minutes will be ample. I think Lillian and I can come to an excellent understanding in 10 minutes.
Those 10 minutes seemed like an eternity. I could hear Lillian's voice, speaking very quietly as if reasoning with him, and his hateful, velvety accents replying. And then quite suddenly there seemed to be only one voice, Clarence's. I looked at my watch. The 10 minutes were up. The door opened. Clarence stood there in the doorway, and he was laughing.
What have you done to her? What have you done?
Lillian was lying on the sofa, unconscious. Her eyes were rolled back hideously so that only the whites of them showed.
She's not dead, William. Only thinking over our conversation.
Bring her out of it, you hear me?
Bring her out of it, or I'll...
What will you do, William?
I'll kill you!
You're not hurting me, William. You're hurting her.
What?
Look at her. See how she writhes in agony. See how she clutches her throat.
You win, Clarence.
Of course. How could you hope, with your poor, undeveloped Occidental mind, to match wits against me, who have penetrated the deepest mysteries of the occult?
Mysteries of the occult? You're nothing but a cheap hypnotist. Any vaudeville mind reader could do the things you do if he was sufficiently lacking in human decency.
Be careful, William. I shouldn't like to have to punish you for your rudeness.
What do you want of us? I'll give you anything I own if you'll just take it and go away.
It's not so easy as all that, William. Because, you see, I want the lives of your wife and child.
I knew then that he was insane. And that realization filled me with hope. It would be quite simple to call in an alienist and have him committed to an asylum. When Lillian regained consciousness, she insisted on his staying, as I expected. I humored her along, knowing she was acting on his hypnotic suggestions. I was reasonably certain he would do nothing violent that night. His was the slow, sadistic way of murder. When daylight came, I stole quietly out of the house. I dared not risk calling the asylum on our telephone for fear of being overheard. My wife and daughter were still peacefully sleeping when I returned. And now I slept, too.
Good morning. I'm Dr. Miller of the state
institute. Yes, I know. Come in, please, Doctor.
Are you the person who put in the call about...
Yes, it would be better not to speak too loudly, Dr. Miller. We might be overheard, and that might cause difficulty. Huh?
Oh, yes, I see. Well, tell me about the patient.
I told him the whole story, word for word, as it had happened. I should have known better. When I'd finished, there was disbelief written all over his face.
Mr. Gilchrist, I don't for a moment doubt that you have an unwelcome relative on your hands who is probably emotionally highly unstable as well. But isn't it possible that you're exaggerating certain aspects of the matter? I mean...
Dr. Miller, I ask you to examine the man and draw your own conclusions as to his sanity.
I'll be glad to. Where is he now?
I think William has probably been talking to you about me, Doctor.
Oh, sit down, won't you?
Thank you. Really, I must apologize for your being inconvenienced this way, Doctor. I try to keep an eye on William, but one must sleep, you know, and, well, occasionally he eludes me and gets out of the house. I suppose he's told you that I'm a hypnotist and that I wish to murder his wife and child.
Why do you think he told me that?
Well, it's always the same story.
Well, why should I believe your story rather than Mr. Gilchrist's?
Oh, mine is a little easier to believe, I should think. But if you wish further proof... Lillian!
Yes, Clarence?
Come down here, will you? William's got out again and told that story.
I'll be right down.
And bring Jeannie with you.
You dare bring my daughter into this?
His daughter doesn't know. You'll be tactful, won't you, Doctor?
Yes, of course.
Bill, what is the meaning of this?
Lillian.
Haven't we warned you time and again what might happen if you go out like that?
Lillian, you don't know what you're saying.
This man is your husband, madam?
Yes. He's been under the care of a psychiatrist for several years now.
What?
He seemed to be getting better. I'm sure he's getting better. The doctor said we must expect little lapses.
Oh, she doesn't know what she's saying, Doctor. She's acting under his hypnotic suggestion.
And this young lady?
He hypnotized her, too.
Is that true?
I don't know what that means, hypnotize. Daddy's always saying it, but he never says what it means.
Well, this seems to clear up the situation pretty thoroughly. If you have any further trouble, Mr. Gilchrist, let me know.
You think I'm crazy?
No, I don't. I'm sure that your wife is quite right, Mr. Gilchrist. You're getting better every day.
He was insane, and diabolically insane. I had to face the unalterable fact. There was only one way to cope with him, and that was to kill him. But I had to do it while my wife and daughter were out of the house. I couldn't risk facing him with a gun. I didn't trust myself not to fall under his hypnotic spell. The way I decided on was, well, it was the best way I could think of. When I'd finished my preparations, I waited for Clarence.
Good evening, William.
Clarence, for the last time...
William, I'm very tired, and I have a very busy day ahead of me tomorrow. I have no wish to repeat that very tiresome conversation with which you invariably begin, Clarence, for the last time.
This is the last time, Clarence. Tonight, nothing will stop me. Tonight, I am going to kill you.
Please, don't make another unnecessary scene, William. You know that trying to hurt me only hurts your wife.
Oh, she's no longer hypnotized, Clarence. You stayed away too long. She and Jeannie are safely out of your reach now.
What makes you so sure of that? Are you sure of anything anymore? Dr. Miller thought you were insane. Are you quite sure you're not?
I'm crazy enough to know that I've got to kill you.
Well, do it quietly, William. I'm going straight to bed and to sleep, and I don't want to be disturbed. Good night.
Just a minute, Clarence.
Yes?
Maybe you'll win again. I don't know, but just in case you don't.
Yes?
Tell me, why do you say you want to kill my wife and child?
Because my mother meant more to me than anything in the world. She died in giving birth to this silly, shallow person you call your wife. I have hated her since the day she was born. And I hate the child because, having no right to life, she commits the sacrilege of inheriting my mother's beauty. They must both be destroyed, the murderer and the imposter.
You are mad. Madder than I ever dreamed you were.
Am I? Did I really say what you think you just heard me say? Or is it only part of your insanity? Think it over, William. Good night.
I had everything ready. The heavy boards to nail across the door, the cotton waste, and a gallon of benzene. The shutters over the window of his room I'd already nailed shut and barred. As I nailed the boards across the door, I felt as if I were driving nails into his top.
William, stop it! You don't know what you're doing! Lillian and Jenny are upstairs. They came in the back way. William!
Where are your great powers now, Clarence?
William, you fool!
Can the secrets of the East help you now? You're trapped, Clarence.
You're out of your mind, William!
In a moment, the whole house will be in flames. You'll be burned alive.
You don't know what you're doing, William.
Listen, Clarence, listen. I'm striking the match now. You smell the smoke, Clarence? Never mind. You will in a moment. Oh, I wish you could see the flames now, Clarence. They're roaring up the stairwell.
You don't know what you're doing.
It's beautiful.
You fool.
I'll have to leave you now, Clarence. It's getting too warm in here for me. But you should be used to the heat, though, after all those years in India. And I laughed. I guess the relief from all that tension. Well, that's the story, Doctor. Then I must have fainted or something from the smoke. I don't remember anything after that till I woke up in this place.
And what about your wife and daughter?
Oh, that's just it. I haven't seen them since that afternoon, and that's why I've got to get out of here. I've got to find them. Can't you understand that?
Yes, I can understand that very well.
Will you talk to someone, the head of this place, and tell him that and let me out? I shouldn't be locked up here in an institution.
Yes, I'll talk to him, Bill. That's a promise. I'll do it right now. Goodbye.
Goodbye, Doc.
Pardon me, the head's office, Dr.
Dr. Crossman. You'll find him right through there.
Thank you. Oh, pardon me, Dr. Crossman?
Yes? Oh, how do you do, sir? Have you found my little sanitarium interesting?
Yes, indeed. By the way, most unusual case. I've just been talking to...
Yes, I know. To poor William. Bill, that is, number 27.
Yes, but...
I'm sorry that you had to be inconvenienced that way, sir. We do our best to keep the garrulous patients well out of a visiting doctor's way, but accidents will happen.
I'm glad I ran into him, Dr. Crossman. His story interests me very much. He doesn't strike me as a homicidal lunatic.
No, he's not. This idea of his that he committed a murder is simply a fantasy.
Are you absolutely sure of that?
Of course. Because, well, you see, I am Clarence, the wicked brother-in-law in his story.
You?
He began to develop these extraordinary symptoms during my stay at his home when I first returned from India. Parts of his story, you see, are quite accurate.
I see.
It's a pity, of course. He was doing quite nicely under treatment until his wife and child were burned to death so tragically in the fire that destroyed their home. I'm afraid that event, on top of his previous delusions, unhinged him for good.
And where were you during the fire, Dr. Crossman?
Oh, I dined out that evening. When I returned, it was all over.
Well, I certainly shall write this case up as one of the most interesting I've ever run across.
Oh, must you, Doctor? I mean, poor chap, I feel he's entitled at least to some privacy.
Have you any personal reasons for wanting to keep this case quiet, sir?
Yes, I have. You see this scar on my face?
That's a burn, wasn't it? A very nasty burn, too.
Precisely, Doctor. And a very nasty coincidence.
And so closes narrative about Clarence, starring Laird Cregar with Hans Conried. Tonight's tale of Suspense. Laird Cregar is currently being seen in the 20th Century Fox production, The Lodger.
We sincerely hope you enjoyed the performance of Mr. Cregar and that of the whole cast tonight in our Roma suspense play. And here's a thought. To discover the enjoyment these suspense programs offer, you first had to sample one. And so you must first sample one of the many delicious Roma wines to discover for yourself their wonderful taste and quality, the excellence that makes Roma America's largest selling wines. You'll discover, as of other millions before you, that Roma wines are super quality, are super tasting, and are super easy on your pocketbook, too, costing only pennies a glass. Why put off this taste treat another day? Be sure you get R-O-M-A, Roma wines, made in California for enjoyment throughout the world.
This is Laird Cregar. It is my very great pleasure to tell you that next week the star who will keep you in suspense will be Joseph Cotton.
Suspense is produced and directed by William Spear. Don't forget then next Monday, same time, for Joseph Cotton in Suspense.
Presented by Roma Wines, made in California for enjoyment throughout the world. This is CBS, the Columbia Broadcasting System. Roma Wines present
Suspense.
Roma Wines, made in California for enjoyment throughout the world.
Salud. Your health, senor.
Roma Wines toast the world. The wine for your table is Roma Wine, made in California for enjoyment throughout the world.
This is the man in black, here for the Roma Wine Company of Fresno, California, to introduce this weekly half hour of Suspense. Tonight from Hollywood, Roma Wines bring you Joseph Cotton in a suspense play called Sneak Preview, which tells of a rather remarkable adventure experienced by that noted director of screen thrillers, Frank Henderson. And so, with Mr. Henderson's by far stranger-than-fiction story, as related and enacted by Joseph Cotton, we again hope to keep you in suspense. Go ahead, please, Mr. Henderson. This all began, you say, 2 weeks ago?
Yes, that's right. I just finished the final cutting and dubbing on my newest picture, Escape to Destiny. Think you'll like it, by the way. Lou Allen says...
Yes, go on.
Well, I took the film east with me, and the first day I got there, we ran it in the projection room for a few of the boys in the New York office. They seemed to like it pretty well.
Now that it's all over, and we're safe.
Yes?
Well, there's one thing that still worries me.
What's that?
It's Ruth. Will you marry me?
Darling, that's the one thing I've known the answer to from the very beginning.
Well, boys, there it is. Frank, it is but terrific. It's the best picture you've ever made.
Oh, it's great. Great. Hitchcock will absolutely quit.
No kidding. You really think so?
I do, Frank, honestly. I think it even tops Perilous Journey. Definitely.
It's solid box office, Frank. Solid. Well, it's all yours, boys. I can't think of anything more to do to it. We might lighten the music a little under that scene in the wine cellars. I'll get it. Hello? Who? What does he want? Okay, put him on. Hello? Yes, this is Frank Henderson. Who? I don't think I know any Captain McNeil. Oh, well, may I ask why the chief of the Security Bureau wants to... I hope there's nothing wrong. I see. All right, I'll be there.
Who was it, Frank?
Somebody at police headquarters.
Police headquarters? What do they want?
That's what I'd like to know.
Well, Mr. Henderson, my secretary tells me you were a little mystified.
Well, a little, I guess.
You never heard of any Captain McNeil?
Oh, no. It was just that I didn't think to connect you with the Captain McNeil.
Very nicely put, Mr. Henderson. Very nicely put. But you don't need to explain. There aren't so many people as you'd think who'd ever heard of any Captain McNeil. An undercover agent isn't very much good if everybody knows him.
No, I guess not.
Mr. Henderson, when I heard you were going to be in New York, I just couldn't resist meeting you. You see, Mr. Henderson, I'm probably your greatest living admirer.
Oh, thank you.
I guess I've seen every picture of yours since the first one you directed, most of them 3 or 4 times.
I'll have to remember you in my will.
You know, you'd have made a first-class professional detective.
I'm not so sure about that. There's a lot of difference between fact and fiction, I guess.
Not so much. I've always followed the reasoning in your pictures with complete agreement.
Well, I'm glad to hear that.
Yes, but with one exception.
Huh? What was that?
Now, I couldn't go along with you there. It was in your 5th picture, Murder in the Morning. You remember near the end of the picture where the killer has the detective and his pal at gunpoint in an empty room?
I remember.
The friend is allowed to leave. He's helpless anyway, unless... And here was the point. Unless the detective is able to get over certain vital information to the friend in the presence of the killer, but without his knowledge. You remember?
Sure. And when the friend is leaving, the detective hands him his hat.
Oh.
And inside the hat band, he slipped a piece of paper with the information on it. Is that what you mean?
Exactly. And that's where I disagree. Although I realize it probably wasn't your fault. Probably the writer or the producer.
Oh, no. As a matter of fact, that was my own idea.
It's too simple, too unimaginative, if you'll forgive me the word. No intelligent criminal would allow a thing like that to happen right under his nose.
But the way the thing was done, I thought...
Even so, how is the friend to know that this paper is under his hatband?
Oh, well, you see...
It isn't something you're likely to notice. You don't look under your hatband every time you put on your hat.
I know, but
it's far too fetched. It's not true to life. It's fiction. Excuse me a moment. Hello? Yes? Yes, I see. I'll be down in just a few minutes. Pardon the interruption.
Oh, not at all, Captain. I really ought to be going. I've kept you too long now.
Mr. Henderson, I wonder if you're interested in real crime.
Real crime?
Have you ever seen an actual murderer?
Well, you do make me feel like an amateur now. No, to tell you the truth, I never have.
Come on, then. It might give you an idea. It's down the hall. As a matter of fact, I've never seen this particular murderer myself.
But you know he is a murderer?
Sure. Not much like a character in one of your pictures, though. Nothing romantic or exciting.
Was he clever?
Oh, yes, indeed. His career has been 20 years. There's never been enough evidence to convict him. There isn't even a photograph of him. Here we are.
But if you don't know any more than that, what charge are you holding him on?
Charge? You don't need any charge when you hold him here. There he is.
Oh, dead.
Dead, at last.
How did he die?
Shot in the back. We found him in Central Park. Well, there you are. Gregory Sarko. Murderer, spy, drug addict, and about everything else in the book.
Know who killed him?
Who knows? Who cares? There are plenty of people who would have been happy to do it if they dared.
I suppose he had identification on him.
Sure. Bank book, wallet, a few inconsequential papers.
Is that all?
That's all. Oh, a little money, a handkerchief, a tin of aspirin.
Aspirin?
Sure. Criminals have headaches just like other people.
It was aspirin, I suppose.
We professionals may not be romantic, Mr. Henderson. We are thorough.
Oh,
yes, it was aspirin.
I remember you saying he was a drug addict. So that was all he had on him, huh?
That's right. Nothing very sensational or exciting. No clues.
Now, what about that bank book? Was it in his own name?
Oh, he had a lot of names. Gregory Sarko was the one in the bank book. His own, by the way. Why?
Because a perfectly crazy notion has just entered my head.
For a new picture?
It could be. But, well, here am I in New York. Little time on my hands, and, well, the guy intrigues me, that's all.
A dead man intrigues you?
His life intrigues me, sure. Finding out more about it intrigues me. What's the difference? The guy's dead. What have I got to lose?
Well, now, I don't say it's likely, Mr. Henderson, but it's possible, just barely possible, that you might lose your life.
To change from a mood of suspense to one of carefree gaiety, let us wish ourselves away to Havana, Cuba, seated at a table in the fashionable Hotel de Nacional de Cuba. Near us, a group of Cubans are entertaining an American visitor. Our American has just remarked that in point of great enjoyment, the Cuban rumba is one of America's most delighting imported dances. And then, raising his wine glass, the Cuban host responds, "Then we have perhaps discharged some part of our debt to you Americans for this wonderful tasting wine that gives us such great enjoyment. It is wine that Cuba imports from your faraway California. It is Roma wine." Americans didn't have to wait for wine connoisseurs of other lands to discover the greatness of California's wine districts, the superb quality of Roma California wines. So many millions made this discovery for themselves that Roma wines have long been America's largest selling wines. But these millions discovered something more. In Roma wines, they discovered an easy, inexpensive way to increase the delights of daily living. Yes, millions have discovered that Roma wine is a beverage on the table, and when used in entertaining, add charm of a special and wholesome kind. I told you Roma wines cost little. That's because here in America you pay no high import duty, no expensive shipping charges. Too, Roma wines are made in Roma's own wineries in the heart of choice California vineyard districts. So cost to you is only pennies a glass for R-O-M-A, Roma wine, made in California for enjoyment throughout the world.
And now it is with pleasure that we bring back to our soundstage Joseph Cotton as movie director Frank Henderson and Robert L. Richards' sneak preview, a tale well calculated to keep you in suspense.
I'm not an adventurous or even a particularly courageous man, and yet suddenly I found myself engaged in what might possibly, as the captain had said, be a fairly dangerous occupation. I pored for hours over Captain McNeil's file on Sarko, even persisting in the face of a sudden and somewhat mysterious reluctance on the part of the captain to have me do so. The next thing I did was to inquire at the bank, which had issued Sarko's bank book, and found out exactly nothing. I was pretty discouraged and about ready to quit when I went back to my hotel that evening.
Would you mind closing the door, please? Thank you, Mr. Henderson. My name is Edward.
How do you say? What's the big idea?
No, Mr. Henderson. Keep away from the telephone, please.
Are you threatening me with that gun?
I regret it, Mr. Henderson. I deeply regret it, but unfortunately I cannot deny it.
Listen, this whole thing is ridiculous and melodramatic.
Mr. Henderson, why are you so interested in Gregory Sarko?
Sarko?
Yes, Sarko.
Just what, if you will forgive a B-picture expression, is your racket?
Racket? Oh, no, Mr. Henderson. I just like to make money, that's all.
Look, Mr. Edwards, or whatever your name is, if it's any of your business, and I don't see that it is, my interest in Sarko is simple curiosity. I was talking with the Captain McNeil at police headquarters. He showed me his file on Sarko.
Of that much I'm quite aware, sir.
Well, if you know so much, what are you doing up here acting like a suspense radio character? It may sound silly to you, but it was just that I'd never seen a murderer before, alive or dead, and when I saw Sarko's body at police headquarters, I got interested.
Mr. Henderson, would you mind repeating that?
I said I got interested.
No, you said you actually saw the body of Sarko?
Sure. What's so terrific about that?
Did you see his face?
Of course.
What did he look like?
Iron gray hair, dark eyes.
Yes. Mr. Henderson, we simply must reach an understanding. You've no idea what possibilities this opens for me.
Well, I'm no mind reader.
Mr. Henderson, may I have your word that you will do nothing unreasonable if I put away this gun?
Okay.
Thank you. I must administer my eye drops. My eyes are very bad. Perhaps you've noticed.
I thought you might have a cold.
No, nothing so simple, unfortunately. Congenital weakness. There we are. Now, Mr. Henderson, my interest in all this is very sordid, I'm afraid. Money, to the extent of, shall we say, $300,000.
Nice tidy little sum.
Half of that sum could be yours, Mr. Henderson.
You'll forgive me if I don't jump at such a handsome offer without knowing a little more about it.
I might have realized, I suppose, that mere lucre was not paramount to one of your position.
Let's leave paramount out of this.
Yes. But, Mr. Henderson, it so happens that I can put you in the way of quite a bit of rather special information about Sarko. I shall write several of them down for you here.
That's just fine. Write several of what down?
Names, addresses, places where you can discover what you want to know.
Okay, what's the catch?
Mr. Henderson, you must trust me.
What do you want?
I want very little. But when you've seen these people, and when what they tell you suggests that there is still more to know, come to see me. I've written that address down, too. Good night, and good hunting.
Well, by this time I was so obsessed with the thing that I actually set out to follow the itinerary of the rather sinister Mr. Edwards to the very letter. There was a man serving a life term at Sing Sing. His name was Coletti.
Well, it didn't used to be so healthy to talk about Sarko, but seeing he's dead, yeah, I know him pretty well.
Did you ever do any business with him?
Yeah, we had one little deal. He helped me in some business I had with Senator O'Malley. Remember him?
He was chairman of the Foreign Affairs Committee during the disarmament conferences after the last war.
That's right, until 1927.
Was that the year you and Sarko had your business with him?
Oh, that's right.
That was the year he was assassinated, wasn't it?
Yeah. It was quite a coincidence, Mr. Henderson. Quite a coincidence.
Sarko, huh? I just hope he didn't die easy.
I don't think he did from the looks of him.
Maybe there is some justice after all.
Are you quite sure he was a drug addict?
Huh. How do you think I first learned to take the stuff? At the convent?
Here's one guy who might talk. I've never seen him, but they called him Eddie the Greek. He used to hang around Doyle's gambling place.
Oh, you see, Mr. Henderson, it all turned out rather well from your point of view, didn't it?
In a way.
But there are a few little pieces of the picture still missing, eh? You see, that's why I dared hope that you'd come back to see me.
That's fine. What about Eddie the Greek?
Oh, yes, Eddie the Greek.
I hope it won't be too great a shock if I have the strong impression that Eddie the Greek is one of your pseudonyms, Mr. Edwards.
Oh, very good, Mr. Henderson, very good indeed. Yes, I have been called that on occasion.
Then what's the idea of the wild goose chase? You're supposed to know more about Sarko than anybody.
All in good time, Mr. Henderson, all in good time. At the moment, there is a rather more pressing matter.
No, is there?
Oh, yes. There is a little matter of $300,000.
Look, I'm in a business where they pay pretty good dough, but nobody can earn $300,000 just overnight and be on the level.
But, my dear Mr. Henderson, there is no question of earning.
Okay. You tell me.
Well, it's really quite simple, Mr. Henderson. With the information you possess, together with the information I possess, there is a very liberal and sensible gentleman of my acquaintance who will give us $300,000.
Blackmail, huh?
Oh, but what possible objection can you have to the transfer of $300,000 from the pocket of one scoundrel to the pocket of another?
None, I guess, except that I just don't want to have any part of it.
Oh? Not even if it meant your coming into the possession of the final, and I might say the most sensational part of your missing information about Sarko?
How do I know you can supply it?
Oh, I have something here at my desk which I think you might consider sufficient proof. Oh, yes, here it is. A photograph. But before you look at the face, read the writing across the bottom, please.
To my good friend Gregory Sarko from Count Orlando Monticero.
He's a quite famous Spanish gentleman, except that lately he's been engaged in some really very subversive activity in South America. Another face, please.
What? It's Sarko.
Rather, shall we say, it is the man whose body you saw at police headquarters. But are you positive?
Of course I am.
Would you be so good as to write a few words to that effect across the face of the picture?
Why?
Because I must be sure. And even on our brief acquaintance, Mr. Henderson, I know that you would not write anything above your signature that was not absolutely true.
Sure, if it'll make you feel any better, it is true. Here.
So, now you see it, Mr. Henderson. You saw this body, you alone, except for one or two police officers with whom I confess it is a little difficult for me to deal. And the body is not that of Sarko.
And the real Sarko?
Is alive and quite well, I'm happy to say, and here in New York.
How could I meet him?
Oh, you will meet him, Mr. Henderson, when he pays us for $300,000.
By this time, I had to go through with it. I could see the whole thing on film. What a thriller. I left everything in the hands of Mr. Edwards. A meeting was arranged, a hotel room, the hour 8:30. And there we waited for the man I'd traced all over the underworld of New York. The murderer, spy, dope peddler, Gregory Sarko.
Not nervous, are you, Mr. Henderson?
Aren't you?
A little. Yes, I must confess. Our visitor this evening is not what you might call an easygoing man. But we will not be murdered. No, we will not even be followed, at least not successfully.
Where do you go from here?
To my little apartment where you met me. The safest place in all New York.
You don't mind if I catch up on my notes while we wait?
Your notes?
My private file on Sarko.
Oh, of course. You know, Mr. Henderson, sometimes I fear that you might think that I've not been quite as candid with you in this matter as I might.
There are one or two little things, aren't there? Your own connection with Sarko, for instance.
Naturally, but I honestly believe that once you just... Will you stand by the door, please, Mr. Henderson? Open it when I give you the word.
You have to point that gun.
There will be no shooting. This gun is just in case. You may open the door now, Mr. Henderson. Come in.
Good evening, gentlemen.
Captain McNeil.
Surprised to see me?
Naturally he is. When an appointment has been carefully arranged for Mr. Henderson to meet the arch-criminal Sarko, and when that arch-criminal turns out to be none other than the illustrious Captain McNeil, naturally.
Oh, I sort of wondered how you managed to get yourself a part in this little drama, Mr. Henderson. Now I know.
Well, would you mind awfully explaining it to me?
If I were to tell you that I am not Sarko, but rather that your confederate, Mr. Edwards, is Sarko, would that help?
Oh, I'm truly sorry, Mr. Henderson. It seems my fate to be forced from one deception to another.
Then you are Sarko?
In a word, yes. You see, Captain McNeil would scarcely have acceded to my request if he'd not feared that a third and highly respectable party were also privy to our little secret. After all, there would be ways of dealing with Sarko, but a well-known motion picture director, that would be another story. By the way, Captain, did you bring the money, please?
I did.
How convenient to deal with a police officer who also happens to have a large private fortune.
Don't you want to count it?
Oh, I can see it's close enough.
Listen, Mr. Edwards, if you think you're going to get me to play cat's paw for you, you're...
Mr. Henderson, you forget that I have your signature on the photograph of that man whom the good Captain McNeil mistakenly killed.
You see where you fit into the picture now, Mr. Henderson?
And not a very pretty picture, either.
Yes, it would be most inconvenient for Captain McNeil if it were known that he had accidentally liquidated the good Count Montresero, even though from a patriotic standpoint it is undoubtedly an excellent thing that he did. But there might even be international complications, might there not, Captain?
Mr. Henderson, if I'd only resisted the temptation to show you that body.
If only you had, Captain McNeil.
You'll forgive me, gentlemen, if I administer my eye drops. My eyes seem to grow worse as my fortunes grow better.
And you'll forgive me if I leave now? Perhaps someday there'll be another meeting.
It could happen. Yes, who knows?
Your hat, Captain McNeil.
Thank you. Good night.
So you're the great Sarko, eh, Mr. Edwards?
You see why I could not tell you before. Believe me, I wish to, if only because your interest was so flattering.
You know, he'll catch up with you someday, Mr. Edwards.
Captain McNeil? Not as long as I can prove that he killed Count Montresero.
By the way, was that just a sort of happy coincidence for you, or was it?
Not quite. I had done some business with the Count which had turned out rather badly. Well, he was a pure Nazi agent, without doubt. In any event, I was in difficulties with the fellow, and I persuaded him that he could secure some very valuable information if he would appear in New York as Sarko, which he was unwise enough to do.
And then you tipped off Captain McNeil that Sarko was in town.
You're a pretty clever boy, aren't you, Mr. Edwards?
Thank you, Mr. Henderson. Thank you. And now may I suggest that we return to my little flat?
We?
Under the circumstances, Mr. Henderson, I believe it would be safer for both of us.
Do you like your drink, Mr. Henderson? Oh, it's very good. Thanks. Mr. Edwards, I do wish you'd put that gun away.
Oh, yes, the gun. Mr. Henderson, I've been trying to think of a way out of this dilemma all evening. I would have liked to spare you this last little deception.
What little deception?
I'm going to have to kill you.
Oh.
I am sincerely sorry. You've been a most pleasant companion, but knowing as much about me as you do...
Then may I finish my drink, please?
Oh, but certainly. And now, if you'll excuse me for a moment, my eye drops are in my coat in the hall. Oh, by the way, it's useless to try to escape, Mr. Henderson. This is the only way out, and the windows are barred with steel shutters.
Thank you for the information. Edwards! Dead. Captain McNeil.
I take it that someone has just liquidated our friend Sarko, or Edmund, as you prefer.
So it would seem.
Did you see it happen?
No. Did you have much trouble finding your way here?
None whatsoever, Mr. Henderson. I'm afraid I have a little confession.
You don't need to.
But I do. You remember the matter of the information on the piece of paper slipped under the hat band? The thing in your picture that I disagreed with?
I remember.
I apologize. It's a highly practical device. Highly practical.
Well, perhaps it wasn't made clear enough in the picture that the paper was rolled up into a little hard ball. I suppose it hurt your head when you put your hat on.
It did. And I found the address of this place when I removed it. You'd make a fine detective, Mr. Henderson. By the way, how much have you known?
You know, I'm kind of surprised myself. Quite a lot, as a matter of fact.
You knew about the body I showed you?
Oh, I was pretty sure it wasn't Sarko, a drug addict who takes the precaution of carrying aspirin for his headaches, would certainly carry his favorite drug, too. I used that in a picture once myself. Don't you remember the Blue Canary?
So you did now, so you did. I should have remembered.
And I suspected Edwards because of the eye drops. There was nothing the matter with his eyes. His particular brand of drug works on any mucous membrane, including the eyes.
Mr. Henderson, you're all right. And just what are your immediate plans?
Well, I'd kind of like to get out of here. Well, what about the money and the photograph?
Don't let it worry you. The money and the photograph, safe.
I kind of thought so. And I suppose we can safely leave to the regular police force the question of who killed Sarko.
I think we can.
If I knew who, I'd sort of like to thank him. He did save my life, you know.
And if he knew you, I'm sure he'd want to thank you as well, because, in a way, you also saved his life.
Well, that's about all there is to the story.
Pretty exciting stuff. Be good material for one of your pictures, I'd think, Mr. Henderson.
Yeah, sure it would, sure. For that dumb studio of mine, I called a big meeting just before I left New York, and I told this story, changing a few names and places, of course. And what happened?
I don't know, Frank. It's a good story, but I don't know.
What's the matter? I think it would make a swell picture.
Public would never go for it, Frank. It's too crazy. It's unbelievable.
Yeah, I wouldn't buy it. You're entirely right, L.G. Don't make sense, Frank. A thing like that couldn't happen.
Couldn't happen? Look, I'm telling you that
Too arty, entirely too arty. Wouldn't gross a dime.
And by the way, Frank, I wanted to talk to you about the new release. Where have you been?
Me?
Yeah, the last time we saw you, you beat it out of the projection room to see some cop, and nobody's heard a word from you for 2 weeks. Where you been?
Me? Oh, I've been around.
so closes Sneak Preview, starring Joseph Cotton, tonight's tale of Suspense. Joseph Cotton, star of the Lockheed America Ceiling Unlimited, appeared by courtesy of David O. Selznick, and will soon be seen in the all-star Selznick production, Since You Went Away.
Did you know that these Roma Wine suspense dramas are setting a record for the millions of delighted listeners they are attracting? We want you to feel that by tuning in the suspense program every week, you can count on real radio enjoyment. Well, in just as dramatic style, the popularity of Roma wines is also record-breaking, because Roma wines are by far America's largest selling wines. Millions make sure of great wine enjoyment simply by asking for Roma wine. Here's something else these millions have discovered. You don't need fancy glassware or a special occasion to enjoy these zestful, taste-delighting Roma California wines. Roma wines possess lip-smacking flavor and zest because they come from Roma Wine's own wineries, right in the heart of the magnificent California wine grape district. And you can enjoy them as a daily delight because the cost is only pennies a glass. Ask for R-O-M-A, Roma wine, made in California for enjoyment throughout the world.
This is Joseph Cotton. It's a great pleasure to join forces with this really excellent company whose business and pleasure it is each week to keep you in suspense. I know you'll want to be listening next week, as I will, when Sonny Tufts will be your star.
Suspense is produced and directed by William Spear. Next Thursday, same time, you will hear Sonny Tufts in Suspense.
Presented by Roma Wine, made in California for enjoyment throughout the world.